Hey everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. All right, guys. I want to get started. I want to get started with all this wealth of information that I have tonight on all these cases. Um I'm going to take a few minutes while everybody get in here. So, let me play some music, I guess. Let me play some get ready, let's take our time music. No, I'm not going to take our time. All right, let me just say hello to folks in the chat. Replay gang. If you guys watching this, we're trying to wait for the others to get on in here. So I'm gonna say hello to the people in the chat. Okay, replay gang. All right, here we go. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Gwen. Hello, Bless. Hey, Rayan. Hello, Pretty Brown Eyes. Hey, Angie. Hey, Miss Shireen. Hello, Tiona. Hello, I'm a whole vibe. Okay, we got you guys. Hello, everybody. Guys, when you come in, please, please, be so kind and hit that like button. All right. We are family up in here. This is the infamous family. We are family. We love on each other. We pray for each other. We care for one another. Hey, Jackson, Tabasco. Hello, everybody. You know what? I'm going to say a word of prayer because since I'm waiting for everybody to get on in here, I'm just going to ask God to come on in here and take control of this room, take control of this chat as we come together and as I share some information with you guys. Just a couple of updates in each of these cases that we have been so drawn to. We gotta remember that this is just for information purposes. I try to be as unbiased as possible. But we do need our voices to be heard. So therefore, that's what we're going to do. So Father God, I come this evening thanking you, Lord, for a wonderful day. Thank you for your hedge of protection that you place all around us, Father. We thank you that this day was a fulfilling, wonderful day that you have designed and ordained before the foundation of this world, Father. We thank you. As we begin to dive into these cases and provide information, Father God, I ask you, Lord, let us keep an open mind, Father God, and believe that you are in control of every situation, no matter how terrible it may seem. But Father, you are in control. You know exactly what is needed. You know the purpose for everything, Father. Father, we thank you right now. Thank you for my brothers and sisters in this chat. Thank you for those who are coming along. Thank you, Lord, for just for you being here, Lord, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is in Jesus' name I pray, Father. As always, I always ask you, Father, let it be all of you and none of me. All of you and none of me. Let me decrease as your spirit increase inside of me. Father, I thank you right now. I glorify you. I honor you. It is in the mighty name of Christ that we pray. Everyone that agrees with me in this prayer, please type amen, 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 and amen. And I know half of you guys don't, well, some of you guys don't share the same belief that I have, but I just want to tell you guys, God is number one in my life. Number one in my life. I am not ashamed. Because he said, if I be ashamed of him, he shall be ashamed of me. I am not ashamed at all. I have a whole relationship with God. It's something personal, but sometimes I like to share. And I'm not ashamed of sharing what God has done for me. So, because my life is a living testament of how good God is. So, on that note, guys, I am going to show my face. I got my hat still on, and let's share. Okay. I'm gonna start off with Boosie's because that's the shortest update I can give you on him. You guys know, back in June, well, back in May, Boosie was arrested originally for a state case, right? Oh, shooky now. I am a whole vibe is loving on me. Thank you. I am a whole vibe. I gotta play the music, y'all. Don't hate. I gotta play her music. Money, money, so much money, money. Thank you. I am a whole vibe. Thank you so much for your blessing. Okay. All right, let's go. As you guys know, Boosie was arrested for a state case. The state dropped this case, and then the feds pick it up. And I'll give you a little history. Boosie was shooting a video, and the officers happened to be looking at a particular person who was part of a gang. And in that video, in the IG video, they happened to see Boosie, and he allegedly had a gun in the back of his waist, and so they slew into the area where the shooting was gonna be. I mean, the video shooting, right? So they stopped him at a traffic stop, and the rest is history. They arrested him. He posted bond for the state. Then the state dropped the case, and then the feds picked it up. So when the feds picked it up back in June, they first they tried to give him no bond. He ended up getting a bond. The bond was a lot of money. And that's it. So they've been going back and forth to hearings. So just recently, tomorrow, he is supposed to go for a status hearing. But that has been postponed, and I'm going to read to you why of the postponement. It looks as if his postponement is because the feds has agreed to give him a plea deal. So we don't know what the plea deal has in it, but they were looking to do more charges on him. So I'm not too sure if they're going to accept the plea deal or not. So they have postponed his hearing to be on the coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up for you guys so you guys can see right here. It says here that it is postponed. It says minutes ordered by Judge Kathy and Bendigo, whatever how to say her name, as to Terrence Ivy Hatch, upon request from defense for time to review a recent received plea agreement prior to any further motion hearing. The motion hearing / trial setting was set for 12/15, which is tomorrow, 2023, right? Is vacated and reset for January 1/12/2024. So January 12, 2024 at 11 a.m. in courtroom 15A before Judge Kathy Ann Benavisco, wherever her name is. Excludable starts as to Torrance Ivy Hatch, XE pretrial motion, and XTI continuance granted. Failure to continue would stop further proceeding and result in miscarriage of justice. 12/15 to 1/12/24. 12/15/2023 to 1/12/24. 2024 acknowledgement signed by Torrance Hatch, confirming the next court date shall be filed no later than 12/15/2023. No document attached. So his case has been postponed until January 12th. so they could review the plea agreement on his case. So that is the update for Mr. Torrance Hash, aka Boosie Bad Boop. So that is the update for him. Okay. As you all know, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, also known as R. Kelly, has 2 appeal process going on. Okay, got the New York and you got the Illinois. Well, Illinois has made so many postponements and all that. They finally dropped the paperwork. Today. So, the government has submitted I think 64-page appeal response to Mr. Kelly's attorney, Jennifer Bone Jeans. Okay. All right. So here is I'm not going to read all of it. Now, those who wants me to read it, I will read it to my members in the backside. Well, I'll read it. How about, what would you guys like me to read it? But let me tell you something. If I read it, I need you guys to participate. You hear me? I need you guys to share. I need you guys to push it out. I need you guys to do all that, okay? Because I'm not going to read for my health. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm not going to read for my health because you guys like people to read. In fact, I probably had the thing to read for y'all. Depends. So when would you guys like it done? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. When would you guys like this done? You know, some of us, we as the folks, are unhinged. No, I'm just saying, let me know. I'll let you guys, I'm going to poll it and you guys let me know when y'all want it. Because, people put it out already. I know you guys like folks to read it. So you guys let me know when you want it read. When you want it read. We're going to play some music for the Cash App. Tijuana gave me a Cash App. Tijuana gave me a Cash App. Let me play the music for Tijuana Cash App. Hold on. Tijuana gave me Cash App. Money, so much money. She said that was my Christmas present. Oh, thank you, Tijuana, for my Christmas gift. Appreciate it. She said that was my Christmas gift. You can, if you want to do it later. Okay, I'll do it later tonight. Okay, we're gonna do a night reading, and I'll do it tonight. It's not that bad. It's only about 50-something pages. I'll read it tonight for you guys. I'll read it tonight. Okay, let me just get through this other stuff with these people. Then I'll read it for y'all. Okay, I'll do that. Cause I don't have anything to do except clean the house tomorrow. That's all I plan on doing. Because this weekend I'm gonna work. Can't do it the weekend because I'm gonna go back out there and work. I'm gonna get out there and work. Don't start that music crap, Shirley. Let's not start that music crap because I'm not changing my music. I'm keeping my music. All right? Plug your ears if you don't like my music. I work hard for my music. All right? So, what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead on and do Ernest stuff, right? I'm going to do Ernest stuff because I got stuff to show you for Ernest. So, and then we're going to read Mr. Kelly's thing right after. Okay? Sounds good? I'll be up late with you guys tonight so I can sleep late. Okay? All right? Sound good? Sounds good. That sound good? Okay. All right. Let me get with the messiness now. Let me get with the messy stuff here. Okay? We're going to talk about this messy stuff here, okay? I told you, I promised you guys that I was going to, where's my hair? I told you guys, any field trip tomorrow? Caleb said any field trip. She said any field trip tomorrow. Y'all like the field trips, don't you? Yeah, I love giving y'all the field trip. Okay, let's okay, we're gonna talk about we got next week, we got that great field trip going to Cobb County. We're gonna go to Cobb County and we're gonna discuss the fight, the Freedom of Information Act. We're gonna go speak. I'm gonna interview somebody about that next week. We're gonna go Cobb County, and we're gonna go talk to the folks about that. So, people have been having fit. I'm gonna call them tomorrow and set up my interview and stuff like that. Okay, sounds good. All right. Now, we were talking about Miss Sonya lying to us about the court thing. And I told you guys I had proof, right? And I'm going to show you my proof. Ernest has 7 cases. 7 cases. 7 cases. 7 cases. 3 is with Hannah and 4 is with Crail Lewis. Hannah got 3, Crail got 4. Hannah got the R case. She got the CP case, and she got 1 theft by deception case. That's who she has. Now, Crail got all the theft by deception, the credit card thing, and all that other stuff, right? Crail got that, okay? So, Sonya told us on her live. I'm going to play her live for a second. And Sonya said that there was going to be a court date in January, right? That's what she said. And I'm going to play her words for you guys. I'm going to play Sonya's word when she said there was going to be I'm not going to play the whole 3 hours crap. Not going to play the whole 3 hours crap. Let's see if we can play it.
And abandons the child.
Hold on a second.
Is that the story I just told you guys?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Because when you think of someone
you can voice your opinion, disagree, agree, whatever. I'm okay with that. I don't want people to think like I think, like the one girl said. I want everybody to think, differently how they feel, because everybody does think differently. But I'm just like, just in case somebody.
Hold on a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Pop off there.
And just to clear shit
so
up.
what if he gets out? What is y'all plans? The F
After
word
this
is
question,
so
I'm gonna
classy on your co-host. Yeah, stop saying the F word. Fuck.
A girl.
Oh, he's nasty mouth. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
But too much business, too much. Move on. Sorry.
Hold on. Hold on.
So anyway,
I'm trying to get that.
And I don't know if they're gonna play the calls, but when I got the warrants and I read the warrants, because I really didn't know the details of the warrants. I just saw the list of people he couldn't go around, and I was reading the warrants, and the first thing that came out of my mouth was, if you didn't deal with none of these women, your ass wouldn't be, in trouble. If you had just stuck to dealing with men and just do business with men and not with these females, you would be okay. Your marriage would be okay. All of this would not be. But he felt like working with women was better than men because he was in a barbershop, and I guess his experience with the men was what made him just deal with women. And that could be true. I don't know. But that's what he told me. He just had a bad experience dealing with men, and he just preferred to deal with women in business. And Of
I
course,
hear a lot of men say that though.
and me with my smart mouth was like, yeah, because you cute and you know you can get that off. Because I know I use my looks with men when I go places. I get a lot of shit, like just, you know, being a little flirty, whatever. And, you know, it works. And I knew that because that's how, you know. So anyway, so sad. Sonya is making her own recordings earlier and appearing to be fine with it. What recordings are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Anybody know exactly where she said about the hold on. I'm trying to pull up the part where she. Anybody know this timestamp? Because I don't feel like listening to this lady's all her stuff. Do you know the timestamp for when she's talking about the court date? Anybody know the timestamp? Because I don't feel like listening to her with this whole thing. God, my ears are cold. Do y'all know this timestamp? When she's talking about the because I don't feel like listening to all of this. I don't feel like listening to all of this. Anybody know the timestamp when she talks about the when the trial? Because I came in, I didn't listen to this thing because when I came in, she was talking about it. She said because she mentioned that the court date was in the both of them are trying to paint a narrative that he's innocent and they ain't having no relationship. Oh gosh, y'all. Because I came in late, and that's when the first thing I heard, because I was trying to type inside the chat and they wouldn't let me type in. Okay. Not sure. Hold on, because I don't want to listen to all of this. I don't blame you. I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to all of this. I seriously. I just want you guys to listen to the part where she said about the court date. I just want to show that part. I wish I would have wrote it. See, when it's live, you can't write exactly the time frame. I just hold on a second. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Just hold on. Just bear with me. Hold on.
Writer, Double E, I agree. Will you be a part of the RICO running? He's not indicted. Line. You eventually yourself. Don't have to. Do you really sharing? I don't. Someday. Where is all Nestle's kids? Does he have a gay son? Yes, he does. Trailer Park Stripper is a name of your RP part. Girl, Queen up. You know what, Queen up? Get off. Money is money. He couldn't even give Shirley the phone number.
Hold on a second, y'all.
So happy when he calls. Don't be afraid. I'm not afraid to be happy.
We was supposed to be finished at 8 o'clock, y'all. She got to get the baby.
That's my bestie. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty late. Thank you. Why are you
hold on a second.
Speaking out? I believe you deep feelings for him and no one could judge you. That's so.
I know, Cassandra. Do you know the timestamp, Cassandra? When she said the court thing, do you know the timestamp? Do you have the timestamp on that? Anybody have the timestamp when she's talking about the court, the January court date? Anybody knows this timestamp?
We're in the hospital for 30 days. I had a blockage from when I got shot. He's been in jail since being with Shirley. He had an arrest but not a conviction. He was deemed dumbed down with that liquid V. I don't know nothing about I see your neck and your jaws.
Girl, I gotta go because I gotta get something.
This is the thing where y'all so funny to me. Go ahead, bye-bye.
Right, I didn't want to be rude and just walk out. That's why I've been waiting so long, because when I'm going to be like, okay, girl, bye. Just walk out the door and be rude.
This is so funny to me. Go get your Uber, she said.
Finish your Uber. Get the baby.
Your friend. Thank you.
It was you that asked me.
My granddaughter is there. She can get the baby. Oh, the next Uber is Vegas. Oh, I thought you meant my end game. Vegas is only... I don't care if he's married to 15 women at one time. I'm not trying to boo the man. So y'all keep trying to think that's what I want.
Is that him calling her?
I'm gonna call her back. Shirley is classy with hers. I only know about 5 wives.
Sorry, hold on, y'all.
Button, run the likes up.
I'm trying to find it.
100% honest during Tasha K interview. Mostly, yeah. I told 2 lies.
She told 2 lies.
Which one they were. Was it easy to fall in love with him?
Okay, I think it's coming up.
Was it easy to fall in love with him? That's a weird question. I just love your motivational speaks. Never changes. It never does. Cover up that titty cam. Don't worry about my titties. Mostly. Why isn't Nesto currently speaking to Dion? He spoke to Dion last night.
Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up.
Joe Smith might be single. Blueface too. Oh yeah, Will Smith. And did he knock yourself out? Says you won't be single for long. I want to be single. That's the thing. I'm okay with it. I have boyfriends my whole like adult life. I'm okay with it. I go on dates. I get numbers. You know what I'm saying? Sonya, do you know that the story about Shirley's 5-man contract is true? Yes, it's supposed to be.
Okay, here it comes.
Sandra, she's not always factual. I believe it's true.
Okay, hold on. It's coming up. It's coming up.
No, I don't talk to them. I don't know nobody on that team. Why did I move to that? Because of his court hearing. That's why I moved to Atlanta.
Okay,
he is in a world called jail, criminal, gay. That's not nice. Are you trying to say everybody that's in jail is gay? That's not true. We know a lie, girl. LOL. Okay, that's fine. Whatever the lie is. Can you define blueberry? I don't know what that means. Sandra Rose is definitely not reputable. A lot of the bloggers, please. Okay, listen. Before I got to be a blogger, or not a blogger, but a victim of the bloggers, I used to watch the bloggers talk about Steve Harvey all the time. And I believed everything that they were saying because I knew CNN and local news were lies because it's corporations and they had like an agenda to make us believe shit. But I thought, got on YouTube, okay, it's going to be, they're going to just report the truth. Then when I got to be one of the little, victims of this situation, and I'm just listening to this come out their mouth, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh, they be lying on YouTube? And I just was like, wow, this shit is crazy. So don't believe what they say on YouTube unless they have actual facts behind it. Because a lot of it is just entertainment. And it's mean entertainment. They want to make this the new reality TV, apparently. But it's not scripted. And, people aren't aware of the script, apparently. But, yeah, why does your eyes shift like that? Because I got glasses on and lashes. This shit is crazy. And that's how I talk. When you're talking to a phone, it's weird. All I can say in this situation is please something now. You are full of something. Son, you are full of space and writing. You understand that, right? I understand that. Is that a fix-a-fat breath or a liquid V that he used on the boat? Girl, Tina, you need to get with Queena. How are you a victim? When did I say I was a victim?
You just said it, lady. She don't even remember. She said she's a victim of the bloggers.
You're going to be on here believing everything you hear down. Because I, for some reason, did. YouTube isn't a reputable news source. It's not. Do you believe Nessa is reputable? I believe what Nessa tells me about this. And then I read the warrants. And because I kind of, at first, because I really didn't know, all sides of him. So the little shit, like the little writing a bad check thing, like that, I felt like that was possible because, anybody can write a check and it not be good. But the harsh shit, like the child pornography and the R thing, like, no. Like, I knew that was a definite no. And then his family was like, hell no. So
you know what I want to say? She's saying that family says heck no, right? But there are people like, remember Jeffrey Dahmer and those big mass serial people, serial M people. Their families did not know they were doing that kind of stuff. They live a double life. For her to say that the family's saying heck no, family don't know what this man is doing. They don't know. He's living a double life. They don't know.
It was no problem in not in believing that those things. That little shit, he said no to that, and they're not that serious. But like anybody can write a bad check. I don't do it, but people can.
Writing a bad check in Georgia is a crime. It's a federal crime, in fact, because you're dealing with the commerce, money. It's a federal crime. The FDIC, you're messing with them. That's federal. The depository people.
a serious crime. It's just people that do that to buy time for, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Again, that's we don't believe everything, you know, but the BS when we hear it though. Okay, she's a victim of bloggers because they called her a stripper. Well, I say victim because I didn't come on here willingly, and the way I was brought on here was maliciously, and like that's why. Not saying a victim like an actual victim of some sort of horrific situation. Just like when people say, "Oh, you're playing victim," you know, in a situation where you know you're not taking accountability. So there's different versions of victim. Read the discovery. They don't show pictures, but the description is very damning. Okay, so we don't get the discovery because he's not indicted. So we gotta get indicted first, then you file the motion for discovery, then the discovery comes out. He's not indicted yet. It's been over a year since they have the information and they haven't indicted him yet. So Shirley Diamond Ring, check on my legs. I don't know nothing about that. You should see that. I can't see that. Girl, you're making comments way before the calls came out. Want us to know to expose yourself. What was the comments I made? The bloggers have not lied. Okay, they read from the legal complaints. Heard the phone calls. Girl, listen. I done heard them listen to a phone call and try to break it down and sound so. So one of the girls said that I was talking about Shirley on the phone. Oh, Shirley called Sonya. This is one of the bloggers said, the grown woman chick. Said I was on the phone with Shirley and, you know, something, right? Because of the call. Wrong. All wrong. She's sitting there guessing because I'm not saying names, but I'm saying she needed this, that, and the other and stick to what she knows, which is radio. Was not talking about Shirley, but the blogger said I was. So they are wrong. They wrong on a lot of shit. Was not talking about Shirley. I know a lot of people in radio. A lot of people in radio. I don't know her. So why would I be talking about her? I've said it over and over. I don't know her. You hear me on the phone calls talking to him. I don't know her.
But you did talk about her.
My number. She's not going to call me. Why would she call
me? But you did talk about her.
You know, so she was way off base. And she made the whole caption about that shit, that me and Shirley was on the phone. So yes, they do be way wrong. Boosie Talk posted today, you and your comments 5 months ago on the phone didn't start coming out till September. Boosie Talk posted today of you and her comments 5 months ago about the phone calls didn't start coming out till September. The phone calls came out in July. You did speak on Shirley negatively. What did I say, Toya? Who was the one on the call when Shirley and Nestor called the law firm? I don't know. What team you coach?
Somebody asked what team you coach.
Oh, that's when he first went to jail. I talked about her because I was looking for him.
Oh, now she remembered she talked about her.
If something had happened to him. You mocked her cake size for some odd reason. What did I say about? Because I said she had a little birthday cake. That's not mocking it. If I give a actual description, it's not mocking it.
You laugh. Y'all laughed at her cake.
Do business mentorship. For strip clubs, I just go in with owners and I set up clubs for owners. Information reads it straight from the script and complaint. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that part where she said about the
The calls came out in July, but were made popular in September. They came out in July. You check a wife's page looking for a husband who does that. Yes, I was trying to make sure the man wasn't dead. I sure did. Yep. I was checking for safety. I wasn't checking for anything else. Why do you go on Shirley's SM? Because I guess you keep the line. You eventually believe yourself. Don't have to. You really Sharon is a. I don't know Sharon. I only know what they say about her, and I don't believe everything they say about her.
Come on now, where is that part, y'all?
I don't. There's some things going on here, and I'm not a part of this. I don't know. You were laughing while you were talking about it. Okay, I laugh a lot. Be careful because some of those texts and other Jeff have been exposed. That's fine. That's fine. I don't mind about that. The text can come out. Again, remember the prosecutor's on the text too, so it doesn't matter. They're not incriminating They're not saying anything. They're not talking about anything sexual or anything like that. It's just I'm trying to deaden the phone calls on YouTube. So, are you a vegan? You look so good for your age. No, I'm a half vegan. You sent that man pictures of Shirley without her consent.
How is a half vegan?
Yep, sure did. Sent it to her husband. Y'all just want to find a reason to be negative, girl. So what? That's her. That's his wife. Is your laugh a nervous laugh too? No, I don't know what it is. You seem like GVW is your favorite. What is GV? Oh, no, she's not my favorite. She just speaks the most hate. The glasses, why the fuck are they look like that? Because I don't need glasses to see, only to read. Why some beauty secrets? I've never ate pork, and I didn't start drinking, and I drink like maybe once or twice every like barely whatever. I drink like 2 sips or something. I didn't start drinking until I was in my 40s, and it would be like a couple sips or something. You love watching her. I've seen her show. I've seen her thing once when she brought out the
You've seen Grown Vibe more than once. Stop lying, lady.
Yeah, this woman is lying. She's not handling it. What am I lying about?
You lying about
Sonya, something. The pictures are available to the public. That's fine. That's weird to me. On it's very stunning. So that's okay. That's weird to you, but that's his wife. And if he wants pictures of his wife, I'm gonna send it to him. Y'all keep trying to make a narrative of me trying to be with him. That's where y'all keep getting it wrong. That's not your place, ma'am. You can't even admit that you've done something wrong and have issues. The baby is crying. You okay? I'm okay. It's really weird.
Oh my God, when is it gonna come?
That's cool. I just think she should teach a class on it. On what? Are you being funny? Because y'all be funny on here more than anything. Would you consider doing a skincare regimen on YouTube? Yeah, we can, right? You said the guys was never intimate. Phone calls say different. Go with the phone calls, please. We know how to interpret phone calls ourselves. Then go with the phone calls. I was waiting for the narcissistic remark because y'all be on that one. You know, tell you, ain't nobody narcissistic on here. Then how do you know she's you? Oh, it went away. I can't get it. What if she didn't want him to have pictures of her? They were on good terms at the time. This was before July. It seems invasive.
I tried to get that part so I could show you my evidence.
We're reading it wrong. I said, y'all know this woman ain't lying. Oh, thank you, boo. That's what I'm saying. Make cute makeup and hair and reels and keep it moving. I'm doing something different. Like this little whole Nestle thing is going to deaden in like a week. I think a week, and then I'm over it. Chick is lame. I gotta hand me if you discuss this. So you think everybody is lying on him? How do you think an adult conversation is real quick? Everybody's lying on him. No, like I said, okay, so the certain cases he have, I feel like they're civil. I feel like if they gave him money and he didn't do what he was supposed to do with the money and they want their money back, that's a civil suit. That's what I feel like that's that with all of his cases minus the 2.
She don't understand there's white collar job. There's white collar crime. That's not all civil.
If those other cases, I don't know his side of the story. I only hear one side, and that's what the side the lady said, which they only did one interview. They didn't do any follow-up investigation. If you went to court, you would have known this. They didn't do any investigation on any of it. So I feel like if those accusations are true, those are civil matters because they gave it to him willingly. He didn't, rob him or steal it. So it's civil. And that they should civilly sue him and get their money back. I believe if that's the case, and that's what it should be. That's that. That's what I believe, if that's what that is.
Look at the transcript to find the part about the court date.
True,
Esther, Lord have mercy. Oh my God.
On the other stuff,
I don't need to go to the court. I don't need to go to the transcript because the transcript does not give you the court date.
No, he did not tell me his side because he was in jail. So I don't know his side. So yeah, okay, I can hear you. Okay, what is the name of your hair gel? Gummy gel. She said gummy gel. Right, gummy gel. You could get it at most hair. The guy told me they discontinued.
There's no transcript here.
In Florida, they don't sell it anymore. But you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. You're too beautiful to be in this mess. Thank you. When does the interview come out? It better be coming out today.
I'm looking.
I'ma, beat my.
I'm looking. It's not there.
I think they're too involved.
I can't because the thing don't understand her.
I'm charged. I'm crying. You're not a district attorney. Oh, it went away. ATL tender. When did you find out Nestle and Shelley broke up? When I heard it on the radio, like all y'all heard it. Sonya, why did you decide to start recording the calls? Because I wanted all the calls out, not the ones to pick and choose. If every call got out without a narrative to it, then people can just hear the calls for what they are, without somebody overshadowing and saying,
"Oh my God, this is crazy."
Because even though some of y'all are actually listening to the calls, a lot of y'all are listening to the person that's narrating, and you're believing what's being narrated instead of just listening to the calls. And if you really listen to the calls, y'all wouldn't be on the side chick narrative, because those first couple of calls that happened in September of 22, 3 calls, maybe 4 calls, but the rest.
Thank you for that, but I don't see it. I still don't see it.
So if you're talking like boys, 400 phone calls, they keep riding on those 3.
Prosecutor said the court on the whole.
But they keep riding on those calls that happened when he first went to jail.
I was in Florida, 500 phone calls, 40 of them. Okay. The head of phone. Okay, friends to jail. He used to text before he went to jail. Not
you want me to
miss.
say we're more than friends? I can't, because we're not. Girl, he beats the meat talking to you.
Y'all see it?
You're stupid for that one. That's what court date is in January.
Okay, there it is.
That were moaning like.
There it is. She just said it just now. I was just looking for it. Hold on. She just said it. She just said it. She just said it. She just said the lie. Hold on. She just said it. She just said it. Let me go back a little bit. Okay. She just said it. Hold on. She just said it. I should have put the timestamp. It was 3:02. 30. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
It's real full, and it's like down here now. So it grew it out. So it depends. It used to grow in white, and then after like 6 months, it started growing back in dark. You have a light bulb head, but you look good for $55. Yeah, thank you for the light bulb head. Y'all like boys? Y'all like talk to who do each other? Who is boys that do each other? Y'all need to quit with the insensitive comments, because that's not very mature. Never could have had his son or male friend send his wife.
Okay, hold on a second.
You know what?
Just missed it.
They're not on the text. They didn't sign. Is your laugh a nervous laugh too? No, I don't know what it is. You seem like GVW is your favorite.
Hold on a second.
What is GV? Oh, no, she's not my favorite. She just speaks the most hate. The glasses, why the fuck are they look like that? Because I don't need glasses to see, only to read. Why some beauty secrets? I've never ate pork, and I didn't start drinking, and I drink like maybe once or twice every, like, barely, whatever. I drink like 2 sips once when she brought out the pictures. Y'all know this woman is lying. She's not handling real. What am I lying about? Sonya, something. No pictures are available to the public. That's fine. That's weird to be on. Sending pictures. No, so that's okay. That's weird to you, but that's his wife. And if he wants pictures of his wife, I'm gonna send it to him. Y'all keep trying to make a narrative of me trying to be with him. That's where y'all keep getting it wrong. That's not your place, ma'am. You can't even admit that you've done something wrong and have issues. The baby is crying. You okay? I'm okay. It's really weird, but we know you don't see that. That's cool. I just think she should teach a class on it. On what? Are you being funny? Because y'all be funny on here more than anything. Would you consider doing a skincare regimen on YouTube? Yeah, we can, right?
Hold on a second, y'all.
You said the guys was never intimate. Phone calls say different. Go with the phone calls, please. We know how to interpret phone calls ourselves. Then go with the phone calls. I was waiting for the narcissistic remark because y'all be on that one. You know, tell you, ain't nobody narcissistic over here. They were on good terms at the time. This was before July. It seems this is when they were on good terms. We're reading it wrong. I said, y'all know. That's what I'm saying. Make cute makeup and hair and reels and keep them like this little whole nestle thing. I'm over it. Chicken's lane. I got a hammy. And he didn't do what he was supposed to do with the money, and they want their money back. That's a civil suit. Sexual cases, I believe those are lies. That's what I'm saying. Which they only did one interview. They didn't do any follow-up investigation. If you went to court, you would have known this. I believe if that's the case, and that's what it should be. That's that. That's what I believe, if that's what that is. No, that's not him. He ain't too, no, I don't know his side. Toya, okay, I can hear it. Okay. She said gummy jelly. Right, gummy jelly. You could get it at most hair. The guy told me they discontinued making it. I think in Florida they don't sell it anymore. But most, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it on Amazon. It's beautiful, Dina Smith. Thank you. When does the interview come out? It better be coming out today, or I'm gonna beat my niece up. I can get too involved. Yeah, they can charge him crime.
Okay, now it's supposed to be coming now.
Attorney. Oh, it went away. ATL tender. When did you find out Nestle and Shirley broke up? When I heard it on the radio, like all y'all heard it. Sonya, why did you decide to start recording the calls? Because I wanted all the calls out, not the ones that pick and choose. If every call got out without a narrative to it, then people can just hear the calls for what they are.
But don't phone call do that? She doesn't put any narrative.
That's that. Because even though some of y'all are actually listening to the calls, a lot of y'all are just listening to the person that's narrating. And you're believing what's being narrated instead of just listening to the calls. And if you really listen to the calls, y'all wouldn't be on the side chick narrative. Because those first couple of calls that happened in September of 22, 3 calls, maybe 4 calls, but the rest of the 400 calls, we're talking like boys. So if you're talking like boys, 400 phone calls,
you're talking about like boys?
Or those 4 calls. I don't know how many it is, but they keep riding on those calls that happened when he first went to jail. So that's why. Toya, what do you think about me? I don't know. But you keep making us believe that we're just friends, because that's what we are.
Okay, this.
You want me to say?
Okay, it's 30205. This is when she says it. 30205.
Court date is in January. The ones that were moaning like newborn cows.
Okay, y'all heard her. She said his court date is in January. That's 30205. So whenever we need that time stamp, it's 3 hours and 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Y'all got it? 30205. Y'all heard that. So 30205, she said court date. She says court date is in January. The ones that were not mooning the newborn cow today. Okay, what the heck? That's what they put down on that transcript. Hold on. So this is the lie she told. She said the court date's in January, and here's my proof, y'all. Y'all just heard her. It's at 30205 is the transcript time mark when she said that the court date is in January. Because you know what, y'all? I'm debunking the lie. I'm debunking the lie that she has told. She says that we're liars, so I am going to prove her lie. So she's going to have to prove our lies. What exactly is Silly Sonya defending or clearing up? We heard the calls. Exactly, Casey. Now, here's what I am going to show you guys. These are all the different cases that they have, right? And I'm getting ready to bring you guys the information. So yeah, 30205. So next time we need it, it's 30205. That is the timestamp on that call that she had with that girl, and it's her live. Okay, this is the time she lied. She lied, y'all. She lied like a rug. Okay. All right. Okay. Here's the first one. Because I screenshot this, y'all. I screenshot every single one of them as 7 different cases. And we're going to go one by one. And we're going to read it, okay? All right, here we go, guys. We're going to share it. Okay, the first one is this one. And if you see the date on here, hold on, I'm going to make it bigger so you guys can see. Can you guys see this? Y'all see that? Let me get out the way. Put myself in here. Can y'all see that? Okay, hold on. Let me make sure you guys can see that. Can y'all see that? Okay. This is case number 22CP210500. Okay. And you see it says the state of Georgia versus Ernest William Jr., right? And you see all the court date. The first appearance was on 7/8, right? Then and you see who's the judge. Judge was Raquel Pope. That was his first court date on that case, which is still in the CP stage and that hasn't been indicted, right? And then if you see the last court date was Judge Alexandra Manning, and that was on 6/26/2023 at 5 p.m. She granted him bond. Y'all see that? You see that particular case? Y'all see that, right? You guys see that? So do you see any January date on this? Do you guys see any January date? I'm showing y'all proof. Any January date on that? Do you see any January date? That's the first case. So y'all see the case number is 22CP. Hold on, let's go back. 22CP. Hold on. I gotta pull up my right one. No, January 2024. Thank you. Okay, y'all see that, right? 22CP1, 210500, right? No, you can't see? Okay, you see that? These are all the court dates that they had. If you see here, see at the top where you have a highlight right here? It says hearings, okay? Hearings. I highlighted the hearings. So there's proof right there that these are all the hearings. And you see who's his attorney? His attorney is Crail, okay? Crail Lewis. Okay, so that's that one. We're going to close this one out. That's the first one. Let me close this one out so we don't bring the same one up. So you see the number on there was the 05. We're going to do the last 4 numbers, okay? 0500. 0500 in that case, okay? That's one. We're going to close this one out. Now, the next one is 0152. That's the next one. We're going to look at that one. We're going to share. I'm going to share it with you guys. Hold on. Okay, we're going to share that one. 0512. Is that the second one? Hold on. Which one is that one? Hold on. Look at the number first. Zero 0512, which is this one right here. Look at that one. Can y'all see this one? Make it bigger for y'all. See the case number 23CP220512. You see that? And you see the court date. You see July 14, 2023. You see at the top it says hearing. See up there? It says hearing. Do you guys see this? Okay? hearing. And you see the last time they had a court date was when? August 22nd, 2023, Tuesday at 1 p.m. in Judge Manning in courtroom 1A. And it was at 1 o'clock. Y'all see that, right? And it was reset from August 4th. So they actually did the hearing, the prelim hearing on the 22nd of August. So that's the second case, right? Do you see any January 2024 on here? Do y'all see any January 2024? So y'all see that's case. We're going to do the last four number on this. 0, 1, 5, 2. 0, 1, 5, 2. I'm doing it very slowly for you guys. 0, 1, 5, 2. The last one we had was 0, 5, 0, 0. We're doing the last four numbers. Okay? So you see it highlighted. It says hearing, all hearing right there. You see that it says all hearing and hearing comments, right? You guys see this. And Hannah is the attorney on this. You see Hannah's name right here? And the last time Hannah was there with him was what? August 22nd. And you see no juror, no case for January on here. So she lied on that one as well. So we're going to close this one out. This is the second one because he has 7 cases. All right, let's close this one out. Okay. No more on that one. So now we're going to go to the third case, right? Because she said there's a hearing in January. She has said that. We played that, right? And the timestamp is 03/02/05. Okay? This is my teaching moment with you guys, okay? This is the third case. Third case number is 22 CP 11-21178. So we're going to do the last four numbers, 1078, okay? Oh, Lord Jesus, hold on. Let's pull that one up. Let's pull it up so we guys will get it. All right, here we go. Y'all see that? Class, y'all see this, class? All right, so this is case number 22CP211078. We're just going to call the last four numbers 1078. 1078, do you see the dates on here? 1078, you see the first date that they did this one was back in 2022. You see who's the judge at the time? Nancy Mall. And that was August 1st, the first court date, right? And then if you go all the way down, the last court date, you see Judge Manning, that was on June what? June 26th at 5 p.m. She gave him a bond. The bond was $15,000, right? Right? Do you see any January date on here, guys? Do you see any January date? We're on the third case. Do you see a January 2024? If anybody see it, let me know. Do y'all see that? I don't see it either. Okay, we're going to close this one out. See? And you see highlighted here, all hearing. See at the top, hearing. All hearings are right here. So we're going to close this one out. Okay? Close that one out. Now we're going to go to the fourth case. The fourth case number is 23 CP 215-407. So we're going to call it 5407. 5407. Okay? And we're going to show that one too. Hold on. Let me show you guys that. All right. Let's present it. All right, here we go. This is case number 4. Let me make it bigger so you guys can see. Okay, y'all see the numbers? 23 CP 215-407. And you see I highlighted the hearing. You see all hearing, right? The last time you seen this hearing is the one what? Look at this. You see that one right there? Judge Madden? Remember that one? Where she made it 700,000 instead of 800,000? Because originally she made it 800,000, right? Back in June 26th. They came back again to lower the bond, and they lowered it down to what? $100,000 less than what he had before. So that last day of that one was November the 13th. That's the last time he had a bond on this. So you see 5407. Do you see a January date? Anybody see a January date on that? Anybody see a January date? No, they don't. Do you see a January? You see, there's no date on January. You remember we talked about it. Yeah. So do you guys see a January date? Do you see a docket with January date? And the thing says all hearing, because any future hearing will be on there. Because I can go back to court and show you folks that has hearings coming up in January, which most of them don't. Nobody does, unless they did it earlier. The only person that has a date right now I can show you is the YFN, because that's already been scheduled back in August. The judge did that because they knew that their trial was going to start in January. Okay? Whatever that was not done prior to the cutoff was November 7th. Remember we talked about that the fiscal time was over for that period. And then if anybody hadn't done anything, they're going to have to wait till next year, because you heard Judge Adam talk about that. So do you actually see a January date on this one? No. So I'm going to close this one out. This is the fourth one. Okay, so let's go ahead on and close this one out. All right, let's close this one out. Okay, that was the fourth one. Let's go to the next one. The next one is going to be 23CP219961. So we're going to call it 9961. 9961. This is number 5. All right, let's go to number 5. This is the one where I was there. And this is the CP one. I mean, the R, the grape. Hold on. All right, this is the grape one. Okay, let's go look at that one. Y'all see it? I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, y'all, you see the number? CP23CP219961. And what is the last court date on that one? This is the one where I showed. This is with Judge Kimberly Adams. You see her right there? You see that right there? And you see the right here, it shows all hearing, right? And you see what Adams said, no bond, right? This is the no bond one. And Hannah was the attorney at the time for that. You see that? Do you see it? That was on October 17th. Do you see a January date, guys? Do you see a January date? Do you see a January date? Do you see a January date? Anybody have seen a January date? Y'all let me know if y'all seen a January date. Maybe I'm blind. Do y'all see a January date? Do y'all see a January date? Nope, no January date. And that was number what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 5, right? That's number 5. Okay, we got 2 more to go. 2 more to go, okay? See no January date. Let's go to our next one. Let me close this one out. This is the one we're closing out. Okay, we're going to close this one out. We're going to go to the next one. This is going to be number 6. Number 6. All right, this is number 6 here. Okay, y'all see number 6? Make this one bigger. Do you see a January date on here? I'm not wasting no more time. Do you see a January date on here? This is case number 223 CP 220091. So we're going to call it 0091. Do you see a court date for January? The last time you saw one was August 22nd. And that was done by Judge Alexandra Manning. And she gave him what? I don't even know what. I don't think she changed the bond on that one. But y'all see it, right? Y'all see it? Okay. We're going to close that one out. Okay. The last one, I didn't put I didn't put my, what's the name on there? I didn't put my marker. What do you call that thing? I didn't put my what do you call that thing? My watermark. I didn't put my watermark on that one, so I'm not going to even go into that one. All right, so my watermark. Thank you. So the last one I could give you the date on that. I mean the case number on that one, and then I'm going to hold on. Let me give you the case number because I don't have my watermark on it because I forgot to put that one in there. Sorry, but I can show you on my phone because I didn't forward it to my Okay, the number for that one is 22 CP 212559. And here is the things here. The last date for that one was, can y'all see? Okay, hold on. Let me close this one out. Can y'all see the numbers on that one? Hold on. They go to case number right here. Hold on. Case number. Can y'all see the case number? CP 212559. And the last court date on that one was what? June 26th. And like I showed you with the other ones, and that's the hearing, right? Hearing. And then you don't see nothing for January. Do you see anything for January? Can y'all see this? Nothing for January. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Can y'all see? That's the last one. That's all 5 cases. Y'all see that, right? You see? Okay. So that's all 7 cases. All right. All right. Let me go ahead on. I got a Cash App. Let me play the music for the Cash App. Hold on. Money, so much money. Thank you, Aaliyah, thank you for the Cash App. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so now y'all see what I'm talking about now. Okay, since she said we're liars, I just proved that we're not liars, but I just proved she lied. On 302 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 5 seconds, she told a lie. She said that the next hearing is in what? January. She said that. Did she not say that? She lied. She lied. She lied. She lied. She lied. She lied, y'all. I screen, I didn't want to wait for them to give me the document. I went and screenshot it. Got permission to screenshot it. I screenshot it and I brought you the information to the forefront. Okay. I brought the information to the forefront. So guys, you tell Miss Sonya, don't be calling us a liar. You can never listen to Sonya's call from her channel again. I know this is your channel, so I'm asking for a friend. Can we? She said, can we never listen to Sonya's phone call again? And I know this is your channel, but I'm asking for a friend. She's asking for a friend. Oh my God. Yeah, when I wear clothes like this, right? Like this is like dun 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 dun. This is the Mission Impossible gear right here. Boom, with the infamous Sylvia sign on it. Boom, 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 boom. Ta-da, ta-da, boom. Because we were on a field trip, weren't we, y'all? We was on a field trip. So Sonya, I knew you in my bushes. I knew you in my bushes. So since you blocked me, I can't even talk. I had to come back and show how much of a liar you are. Prove we're a liar. Prove it that we lied on you. Prove we lied on you. I never called you a stripper. I never said anything about your career. Nope. I've never mentioned about your career. I've never mentioned about anybody in your family. I gave you the facts on the paperwork. The paperwork that I study. I put my little tabs and stuff in it. The paperwork that I work out of. I highlight stuff. You see, I highlight things in my paperwork. See, I study this. I put little tabs. I know it like the book. I know the dates. And listen, ma'am, you talked about that CP stuff. This is the date. They didn't say it happened on those dates. They said in the CP thing is when they had it and discovered it. Okay, this is what they said in that. It said this is when they checked it. And they said that he had a possession of those 34 images. And you said it was only 2. Didn't you say that on Tasha K show? Should I go back to Tasha K and play that part? Should I do that? Should I go back to Tasha K part and play that part that you said that? Should I? Guys, I think I should go ahead and play that part. Too much paperwork for her. PW said, hold on, I got to highlight. PW said, you show too much paperwork for her. She can't skip around and edit all that how to play for that stuff. Paperwork right here. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's what, let me tell you something. When you've been a student all your life and you learn and you had to put notes and had to, like when the teachers tell you that the professor tell you that you need to bring your reference and stuff. I had to reference this stuff, the APA style reference, because you got to back up your what you're saying, right? I have to reference it. I tell you the date where I found it at. You know what I'm saying? Got even I got all of this. Got his background. You see, these are his old cases, y'all. This is old cases back from 1989. Look. I ain't playing. See, remember all those old cases? Look, 1989. Can y'all read this? 2008. This request transfer is based on the following, right? They changed his because at first they thought it was like first time offender stand, but he's a repeated offender. He's a repeated offender. Read this, y'all. Repeated offender. Request for transfer. Repeated offender from non-complex division to complex. It's complex because he got so many other charges and convictions and all stuff like that. Conviction. See the date? Conviction and sentencing. See? Conviction and sentencing date. That means he's a criminal. Okay? It does. Okay. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Okay? Let me show y'all something. Okay, you see his name right here. See, Ernest, right? You see his name. These are all the crazy names. I'm gonna tell you, the man used so many different names. He used so many names, so many date of birth. They reference all of that stuff. And here's his conviction date. Look at the conviction. You got 1989, August 21st, 1989. These are convictions and sentence date. These are not, it was not an indictment or it's just charges. No, these are convictions, guys. Conviction. And they stem from 1989, August 21st, 1989. Then you got July 2nd, 1991. Then you got August 21st, 1989 again, because the same different case that he stole. One is taken, the other one's receiving. So he stole and then he gave to somebody, okay? Or somebody got it, gave it to him, something like that. I don't know. But these are actual charges. Then you got 2006, August. He must like doing crime in August. For some strange reason, August is a date that's like really on here, right? Okay, August 9th, 2006, in Cobb County, armed robbery. He got 2 armed robberies. We talked about that right here. 2 armed robbery right here. There's one right here. Look, can y'all see this? Okay, see 2 armed robbery. You see line number 4, and line number 6. 2 armed robbery. One in Douglas County, and the other one is in Cobb County. And remember, she said he was not. 2 armed robbery, people. 2 armed robbery. Y'all see this? Different times. The Cobb County one was on February 22nd, 1993. February 22nd, 1993. And then you got August 9th, 2006. Armed robbery, y'all. Armed robbery. That means he had something to knock somebody out or shoot somebody. These are armed robbery. And then Kentucky got that fraud check. The check count. Another fraud. Remember? So, and this is before marrying Shirley Strawberries. This was in the record. So Shirley married a man that had this kind of record. This is before they got married, y'all. Guys, they got married in 2015. All of this was prior to marriage date. This is all the way up to April 1st, April Fool's Day. He was being a fool. April Fool's Day, 2008. Can y'all read this? Can y'all read that better? Y'all read that better? Can y'all see that? Is this good for y'all to see? Okay. All right. Yeah, summertimes, Nestor be it on it. And he goes and wrenches himself off in the green water from all his crooked deeds. A football player is a fool on April. A fool player is a fool on. I said a football player. Why I said football player? A fool player is a fool on April. So, guys, I dug deep in this, right? You know, when you're a student and you know, let me tell you one thing the school does for you when you go to college and stuff. It doesn't make you smart. What it makes you is disciplined enough to go research and find stuff out. Okay. My background, I've been an analyst for a while in my life, back, before I started doing this kind of stuff. I pay attention to details. I research and I find things out. I pay detailed attention to certain things. I match things up. Okay. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a lay person that loves doing this. I mean, I eat, sleep, and all this. I love doing this, y'all. Okay. I love doing this. Okay. So that woman thinks she could pull a wool over my. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not trying to be a paralegal, but I'm just going to tell you guys she can't pull off topic. Sylvia, I emailed you from my nonprofit email. Eddie, I did see it. Definitely, Eddie. Definitely. Eddie has a prayer line, y'all, and he asked me to talk to you guys about. He wanted me to mention it. Hold on a second, Eddie. I'll do it. I did read it today. Okay, commercial break, y'all. Hold on. We got to do this because y'all know that one of the main thing I do, I pray on this channel. But Eddie actually has he has a 24-hour free prayer line. And what you can do, you can leave a message and they will return your call and they'll pray for you without a callback, whichever they choose. Okay. He says that you can also go to his website and hit contact me button and send an email with a prayer request. And he says that his website is www.prayercollective.org. It's www.prayercollective.org. Okay. Mods, could you put that in there for me? So that's www.prayercollective.org. So anybody that's in need of prayer, if you're going through some situation and you want prayer, he has a nonprofit that prays 24 hours, 7 days a week for those in need of prayer. We all need prayer, y'all. We all need prayer. Definitely, every single last one of us. And sometimes you're going through so much and you can't get a prayer through. These people are waiting on you 24 hours to pray for you. Thank you for reminding me, Eddie. I had all intention of telling people about this. Okay. Okay, so, and I'm going to plug this in as much as possible. So, Eddie, if I forget, please just pop in and I'll stop and I'll remind everybody of the website. Mods, could you put that in there for me? Mods, where the heck are y'all? There you go. Thank you, Miss Fat. Thank you. Okay, that's the prayer line. You can leave a message, you can contact them, and just ask for prayer. And those who feel that they want to donate to the channel, please do so, because we all need prayer. All right, thank you so much. Okay, I had to do anything for God. I'm telling you, I stopped. Bam, right there. Now let's go back. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? I just forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? No, his name is Eddie. Edie? No, on here he said Eddie. On this Oh, he said he pronounced it Edie? He pronounced it Edie? Oh. Oh, it's she. I'm sorry. Sorry, Edie. Sorry. 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 She's a she, not a he. She. Oh, okay. We'll talk. Thank you, Miss Fat. Miss Fat had to bring me back to normal. Okay. Strawberry married him in 2015, right? His record stems from 1989 all the way to 2008, right? And remember, he got out of jail around 2013, something like that, 2012, something like that. He got out of jail. He was with that other young lady, Ebony, allegedly, right? And I love how on point you are. Bless. That's because I love teaching. Oh my God, I just love it. Ask Miss Fat. I be in there. The paper is stiff. I be in there when I used to be on here messing with them. I used to be the teacher. I just like playing teacher. I don't play house. I play teacher. You spoke about how education teaches you how to learn and to learn how you love what you do and love research. Thank you, Miss Aries. Thank you, guys. But as I was saying, it doesn't make me smart. It just makes me disciplined. The website isn't working. ED, the website's not working for them. It's .org, not .com. Oh, it's .org. Did you put .org? ED, they said that the website's not working for them. ED, you got to give us correct information when you come up in here to give us something. You know that, right? Let me see if it works. Hold on. Let me try it. It might be the user. Hold on. Let's see. www.prayer. Oh, mine worked. Oh, it's on there. Okay, I think it's the user probably issue because mine worked. Hold on, let me show y'all. There it is right here. Look, it worked. Hey, look. There it is right here. Look, see? It works. See? You see right there? It works. There it is right there, see? And they're even giving you a free, says discover how to live a fulfilled life that helps with our ebook. Find strength and guidance in God through heartfelt prayer. No matter your struggles, He knows you personally and will provide the strength to overcome them. Let us know how to live. No, let us show you how to live a healthy life and successful life with the infinite God within you. Learn more today. Your privacy, the utmost important to us. We will never share or sell your information. You can unsubscribe at any time. Y'all hear that? Okay. You can always give contribution. And it says, my house is be called a house of prayer for all nation. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 7. Matthew 21, verse 13. Okay. All prayer requests are confidential except where safety of any party is discussed may be issued. Okay. All right. So there it is right there. It works, y'all. It was the user error. User error. You'll say, hey, Lily, the boss, we have to find out who is the fifth wife, or is Sonya wrong about that also? K Bonita, I would, whatever she say, I would just take it as a grain of salt. Just a grain, because I don't know, y'all. And she got to prove it to me before I believe anything she said, because I've caught her in a couple of lies, y'all. Like, I don't know. Because remember, she said he only had 2 pictures on that thing. But what I read, it said 34 pictures. I don't know. Y'all do what y'all want to do. There's a hyphenated hyphen between the word of prayer. Mine didn't do that. I just type up that. I didn't put a hyphen in mine. But lying behind Sonya. I'm gonna mind my business. I'll take it with a grain of salt, y'all. I'll take it with a grain of salt because I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All I can show you is the paperwork, okay? And this is not paperwork from something that was not a conviction. These are conviction and sentence date on here. Okay? They had to transfer it from the non-complex to division to a complex. Once they pull up all the old information in his record, I received requests. It worked. Thank you, everyone. That's what. And I pulled a record for the bank fraud, the Kentucky one. Remember I told y'all about that one? I told you about the. Well, we're not gonna go back reversing stuff. Y'all, if y'all want to know the information what I read, go back to my playlist. I have all of that stuff in my playlist. I'm not gonna read it again. So yeah, he's a repeated offender. He's a repeated offender, y'all. And you know what? I know a lot of us have done things in our lives and we haven't repented for it. And then when it catches up to us, then we try to figure out what happened. Is there Carol, Edith, Martha, and Shirley? That is what I remember. Yeah, those are the four wives. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if it's a 5th one. Yours is working also? Yeah, I want some water. I need to buy some water in this household. Anybody want it? Because is there anything else you guys want? Okay, I want to give a shout out to these people here. I want to give a shout out to these people. African Accessory, handmade with love from Africa, and this is their website. Africa Accessory, http africaaccessory.com. These are the people that I got this yesterday from them, and I got this here. This is my little bag to hold my fan. I got a fan. This is the fan that I got. Open it up. See the fan? It's a beautiful fan, y'all. See that? Here's like one color this way, and then like that. See, this matches the bag it came on. You see that? Isn't that very beautiful? It's like in the summertime or in church. When you go to church, you got this. It's all made with leather. It's beautiful ensemble here. You put it in here. It goes into an umbrella bag like this. You said, what is that? It's a fan. See? And you close it up, and I carried it in my little pouch like that. Okay. Then I got some earrings from the same company. Earrings. They're made out of heart. And it has a bracelet, arm bracelet with it. I got that yesterday. And a purse. I got a purse. And this is the purse that I got. And it's made with leather. And you open it up. The pouch. Because they know I don't carry purse, right? Pouch. And this is all leather inside, right? And look at this. This is leather as well. Has a zipper. See? It's handmade leather. This is yeah, it's leather, y'all. All the vegans, I just hope y'all don't get upset. All these vegans, please don't get mad at me. It's not me. I didn't make it. I didn't make it, y'all. They made it. See, it's all leather inside. See. Okay, y'all see the inside? Okay, don't come at me. All those as vegans, don't come at me. Because I ain't do it. It's a gift to me. Shout out to them. This is a little pouch. It goes across like this. And you carry, and you just hold it like this. Or you can carry it on your arm and shoulder like this. Oops, sorry, I'm getting stuck on. So you got one like there. And it's cute, little small. The small thing matches my bracelet. See, it matches the bracelet. It matches the earrings. I'm gonna wear all black with that. So thank you. Shout out to one of my subscribers. She hold on, let me tell you who it is. Who is a subscriber that sent this to me? Let's see. I will tell you her name. Just 1 second. Okay, her name is Candy Debunking. Yeah, I mess up people's name. Please forgive me. Debunking, yeah. Candy, Kadi. Thank you, Candy. And it is made from West Africa. You digging me? Don't play me, ma'am. Don't play me, ma'am. And this is a little pouch that my purse came in. There's a little satin pouch. Isn't that cute? See that? Isn't that cute? All right, so yeah, it was 34 images. Y'all, let me just tell y'all something. You know, I'm not gonna tell y'all yet. I'll tell y'all later. There was 34 images on that the CP charges. 34 images. And remember Sonya was saying that they could have been older women and stuff like that on those pictures. You know, listen, guys. Hey, Lavelle. This could have been older women, maybe petite. You know, I guess because she's petite and he liked her. She's very petite. She's 5. She said she's 4'11" or something like that. She said she's 4'11". She weighs what, 90-something pounds? She's not big at all, right? She's small. She could be looked at as a child, right? I don't know. You can't. No, she don't look like a child. Her face is too old looking. I'm not trying to talk about the lady. What is the R. Kelly T, Sylvia? R. Kelly T is his appeal. The government has submitted their appeal process. I'm gonna read that appeal later. So that's the R. Kelly T. And then also Bruce, his brother, it will be on LFN Media tomorrow, starting tomorrow. 95 pound. Okay. He will be on LFN Media tomorrow. So he's going to give you guys some of the things that Mr. Kelly and him talked about, because I know a lot of people have been coming to me asking me about it. So he'll be on there. He was on this morning and he talked to, if you guys listen to my live from this morning, the early morning one, he was on there and he talked about some of the things that Rob, his brother, wants us to talk about. Yes, LFN Media for Bruce. Yes, thank you. So that's what he's going to do. So those who wants that's gonna listen to me like read through the paperwork, I think, let me see how many pages is this thing here. Hold on. Let's see. We'll go to download. There is 56 pages. Well, everything's not in there. Okay, we'll go. Let me show it to you guys. Let me show you. This is it right here. This is it right here. So a lot of it he put in case law, right? Then he put the statutes, right? Then he put the rules, procedures, and then he started with a judicial statement. Defendant appellant judicial statement is complete and correct. And then he's talked about the issues for review, statement of the case. Then he talks about, and then Jennifer's going to come back and do her second part. She's going to do a rebuttal to this. Then he talks about Jane, then Pauline, Nia, Tracy. Talk about testimony regarding Brittany. And Brittany didn't even testify, but they're going to bring that in there. Then here, evidence of obstruction of justice and conspiracy to receive input. Well, that was not, he didn't get conviction on that, but they putting that in there. I don't know why they putting that in there. Putting the verdict, sentencing. They're talking about learning disability that he has. Then they talk about the various degrees of supported by the government. Then after taking the above factors into account, statement of argument. And then we're going to he talked about the argument, defendant, indictment, blah, blah, blah. The analysis. And they go into this other stuff here. And the conclusion. And then it says Rule 22 certification. And that's it. That's it. You got it, y'all? So that's that. You can stop sharing now. Okay. Any questions, good people? Ooh, child. That's a lot of the doc. It is. And then, you know what kills me, y'all? People think I don't deserve support in the channel. But y'all can admit I do some work. I work like this is a regular 9 to 5, and I work more than 8 hours a day. Y'all know that. We need Jesus. I bet he has none of the Lord's word put his sense as stop talking. What am I saying? He needs Jesus. I bet he has not had none of the Lord's words put. His since SS stopped talking to him. Mm. Y'all, this is like, and guys, and I've been putting in a lot of time because I don't have nothing going on. My husband is still in Africa. He's gonna be there um for a while until September. Till for a while he's gonna be there. I'm not gonna tell people when he's coming back because folks gonna be nosy. But he's in Africa right now, so that's why I'm overdosing and doing all of this. I sleep a little bit and then I come back and I do it. You know. I'm not. Let's put it. You guys want to talk? Let's put a link in so you guys we can talk. Let's talk for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all up here so we can have a chat. Okay. Let's chit chat for a minute. I wish I was in Africa too, but the way grad school is set up. Oh, I'm not in Africa. I'm here in America. What are you talking about? She says, I wish I was in Africa too, but the way grad school is set up. Oh, you're talking about my husband. Okay. Talking about Ronald. Yeah. But the sad thing, y'all, he was not able to go last year. Is when he was supposed to go. He had bought his ticket, was set to go, and he couldn't go. He had to, because some stuff somebody did, and they had denied his stuff, but we got that straightened out because folks called and said our marriage was fake and all this kind of crap. People did just some dirty stuff. Where are they located? They're in Uganda. I know you're here. I'm jealous of my African brother. Oh, you were talking about Ronald. Yeah, I have to show y'all my trip when I went to Africa. I gotta show one day. I'm gonna sit and just reminisce on pictures with you guys. I gotta find that phone that has all the pictures on. I don't know where I put it at. I hid it, and I don't know. I hid it for myself. Hey, PW, welcome. PW is here. Hello. How are you?
Thank you. Let me stop playing something. Okay, I got you. So I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you were saying, I think it was yesterday or this morning, something like that, that Sonya playing, admitting that they were using a text app would actually be against the Fulton County rules for him, as well as what the Judge Manning had required of him, as
Mm-hmm.
far as what he has to stay away from or off of.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so my question is, does that technically account for the phone calls probably being released as well, since Fulton County technically doesn't release their phone calls?
Fulton County does release their phone calls, but they only save it up to I think 30 days. Where the other ones they have it
Oh,
like once.
oh wow, we would have never heard those
Yeah,
when they
because
stopped playing.
like since I was listening to the Young Thug case, right?
Mhm.
They've been playing those phone calls during the pre-trial. They were playing some of those phone calls. I heard them back like in March and April from the defendants' phone calls. They played them.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, he getting it both ways, the songs and the phone calls.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I thought about that, but that makes sense then. I didn't realize it was just the 30-day situation. So that's good. I'm good.
But listen to this, y'all. A lot of people was because yesterday I was joking around with them saying, "Oh, maybe I'll let Judge Manning hear this." Don't they know that the judge pay attention to some of this stuff on the internet?
Right, they're people too. It's not like it's a sequestering situation either. I don't think that they probably could do it to the judge, but hey,
But I'm
it's
just saying, the judge watches. How do you think the judge know when somebody playing the content? Because they seen it on the internet.
right.
They have it on their phone. Be like, look at this, look at that.
So I did want to say this, and then I'll hang up. I had a theory on why Sonya, um, well, one of the reasons why she wasn't being open about actually having already had sex with Nesto is because, you know, she would be acknowledging that he's committed adultery, and given the fact that the situation is that he's still married to Shirley, like, things things could hurt that if Shirley went through with the divorce, that could be actually obviously evidence in their divorce case that he was committing adultery. So granted, we know she did what she did, but I think with her um basically Jerry Lewis type telethon she had the other night, she just couldn't help herself by throwing those, further hints that basically she did what she did. But I'm thinking it was more so to protect Nesto, not so much that she was trying to play coy,
Mhm.
because yeah, you don't want to, like how Jeannie Mai and Jeezy is going through that. You don't want to have anybody actually admit that they're committing one of the reasons why, against divorce, because he would be taken. Well, I don't know what he has in assets, but it definitely wouldn't help him.
You're right. You're right. It
Right.
wouldn't, because this is stuff that's going on, and that's why she's trying to play games. But I think she's an opportunist. I think she's motivated by what's going on, and she likes this, even though she tried to act like she doesn't like it. I think it's like a thrill for her.
Absolutely. I think it says something, although, I don't know much about plastic surgery or anything like that, but given the fact that she waited to after 50 to get, a breast implant. I don't know, too many women of certain ages. By that time, you're really normally comfortable with what you have. But
I ain't. Nah, I could use a tummy tuck now, yo.
yeah, something like that maybe, but
But I
a
ain't thinking about
whole
no breasts for what?
right.
Let it slack. Look, let it sag all the way to the floor. I don't care. I just want my stomach flat.
I was thinking like, oh my gosh, once we really found out how old she was. So, because at first we was thinking 30s, 40s, something like that. But to find out she was good and 50 something when she got those things. Now they were nice, whoever she went to, but I I was like, I don't know. I can't imagine too many women of certain ages
No,
going under the
there's
knife
a
like that.
lot of no, not a lot, but there's quite a few women that are old that doing this stuff
Like
now.
that maybe.
One,
Uh
like ones that had a divorce and they lived their life like a certain kind of way, and all of a sudden they want to look good and make that man jealous. Say if he left her for a younger woman, and they be like, "Oh, I got it going on," and they go and do that surgery and start, feeling themselves.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very true. And usually by then though, they've probably already had something maybe, played
Mhm.
around with it and look like you said,
That's
tummy
true.
tuck or something like that.
That's true.
Yeah. So I seeing some of her before pictures, and I haven't done any actual comparisons. This is just me being funny at this point, but that nose definitely looked like it might have had a little bit of work.
Her nose got work done. You think?
I don't know. I don't know, but it was just being able to look at her close up for a while without any filters.
PW, we can't say stuff because she gonna say we liars.
I said, I don't know. It looks, it appears, but yeah, after an hour or so staring at it. But I don't know. Like I said, I hadn't done any comparisons with any before pictures. But yeah. So that's what I had to say. I definitely wanted to kind of get that out there about why she probably was another reason. She probably still would have played coy as far as what they did or didn't do romantically, but I'm thinking that was
You could
more
tell
so
you could tell she did something with that man because she's too attached to him. There's
right.
some soul tides change in this, and there's no possible way that this woman would be so like invested into this man. I mean, for her to move to Georgia,
Yeah, that's
that
still
is a little bit extreme. Okay, I support cases and I do things like that, but I'm just not doing one person case. I do a lot of people cases, right? But I ain't moving to the state because I'm trying to support. I'm not doing that unless I'm having
fighting in Africa with your man. I'm just playing, but you know.
no, I'm saying I would have to have a
Right.
relationship with the person for me to really move to a state and say
Ooh, right.
I'm gonna support him there. I'm gonna be there for him as his kid. No, I'll just fly in and see what go to the court cases and stuff. But for me to move to a state and just for a friend like that, come on now.
Well, you know, and I really am going to go after this. That made me think of something that she said in some phone calls early on. How she, that one time she mentioned to Nesto that she has a friend that's been locked up, like, I don't know, about 20 years or something like that, that she's never really contacted them, that she basically dropped off after about a year. I'm saying if she's such a advocate for prisoners and people are being wrongly accused or actually just kind of suffering under the hands of the judicial system. She's never brought that friend back up ever
Mm.
in the phone calls that we've heard.
I
But
think she wants Nesto. She really does. And
yeah,
I don't know, she's living in denial, but her action says different.
right. So it's a difference obviously because if you and this person, this woman that you were referring to has been friends and according to her, it wasn't until she started talking to Nesto that in her mind she realized, oh, well, I'm putting this time into him. I didn't even put time into my other friend who's been locked up, like seriously locked up, way longer than him. So, you know, it's obvious, but it's like that friend went by the wayside and she probably still hasn't written a letter or anything to that other friend.
Mm.
But yeah, I wanted to mention that too, because every time she says that, that boils me because I'm like, you said you have a friend that's in prison and probably going to be in there a little while longer.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much. I definitely enjoy your show. I'll be in the bushes. I'll be in the bushes.
How long you been watching?
I want to say more consistently in the last month, but I've been peeking in and out for about almost about 2, maybe 3 months, something like that.
Okay, so how do you which part do you like? Do you just like the Nesto stuff, or do you like the other cases I'm doing, or what? What do you like?
I was too late to the YSL, even though I've heard, you know, some things about it.
Hmm.
But I'm thinking now, and actually your channel has got me to thinking about getting into it and some of these other court cases that been going on, like the Jonathan Majors and stuff like that. But
Well,
then,
I'm not doing Jonathan Mason because
oh,
that's
I know, I know, I know.
it's
But this
almost
has got
over.
me like court fever almost.
Yeah. Well, I got a new case that I'm about to start tomorrow, guys, and this one is like amazing. One of the court watchers brought this to my attention, and
Mhm.
I wanted to bring it up to you guys, and I'm gonna follow it from the beginning all the way in. I'm gonna start tell you guys exactly what happened. It's a case where police shot this guy 76 times, black guy.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna go from the beginning to the end. It's two white police officers killed this black guy, and
Wow.
nobody's talking about it. They shot him 76 times
In Atlanta?
in Atlanta. I gotta show y'all something. Hold on a second. I gotta show y'all.
Yeah, because
And
that had me
I'm
jumping.
gonna go from the beginning. And this case happened in 2016. They got indicted in 2021, and their case is still postponed, and both of them got out on bail. And you notice that the UISL nobody can get bail, but they killed this man. They shot him 56 times. 56 times. No, 76, but 50. I'm just going to show you some pictures. And I'm going to get into this because nobody's talking about it. I'm going to bring the mother up of the young man. He was 26 years old, and this happened to him. Sometimes we just have to bring and the great thing about being a blogger, when the news stopped talking about something, we could still talk about it. We could still share it because and not forget about that's how Breonna Taylor and all these other stuff was brought up because the bloggers and stuff never gave up and we started having a movement about certain things.
Now that's true.
I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. And I got all the paperwork for this.
Sylvia, I'm glad that they indicted that Hannah chick.
And they got him. They got her too.
That was
You see what she did? She shot that man and gonna act like
and then chased him. But she chased him down first and then shot him because she saw him do a accident like it was her business.
Yeah. You know what? They're always thinking that they can do certain things to people, but this is like the double standard in life.
Right. Well, I knew she was going to be indicted when she was tried in Fulton County.
Yeah, you got too many black people.
There you go. I'm pretty sure, it was the opposite of a few white people, a few clear people sprinkled in, but the majority of the trial, the jury is probably, us.
And it's Fulton County it is. But let me show y'all this, guys. Hold on. This is what I'm going to show y'all. This is like crazy. And I just want to pick up so y'all can see what's going on. All right, guys. This is like terrible looking, but I'm going to show y'all. This is the amount of time. This is where the bullets hit him, all those different places. Y'all see that?
Mm-mm.
Let me show y'all.
Wow.
Hold on a second. Got more to show y'all. And this is his body at the morgue. See how many times they shot him up? They shot him 56. No, they shot him 76, but certain parts, the holes, it was like 56 holes in his body. Wow. You see that? That was excessive shooting of this black young man.
Oh my God. When was this?
This was in 2016.
Oh.
And they just indicted them. And now the case is still placed on hold. And this was done by a marshal. They shot him. So, I mean, I'm going to go through the whole indictment and everything with you guys.
Sylvia, what city was it in?
Here in Georgia.
I know, but what city?
Hold on. I'll tell you. It got to be Fulton County because it's in Fulton.
Fulton County? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was us that did that.
No, it's two white guys. I'm going to show you.
Two white guys? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
There was marshals.
Just two, and they had that many bullets?
Yep. They did target practice on that man, basically.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
So we're going to be covering that case as well.
That's over unalive.
And nobody's covering this case. That's why I'm bringing it up. And it was more of a hate type of crime type of thing.
Are they in jail right now, or are they just suspended?
No, they're on bail. They're on bail. They're out on bond. Guess who gave it to them? Judge Glanville.
Now, see, that's what I don't like. I mean, I understand this dude uh, had a lot of victims and he did a lot of stuff, but that's not as horrific as what they just did to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
At least his victims are still living.
Mm-hmm. And you see, he can't even get bond.
Right.
You see that, right? You see?
Yeah, I know.
And
That's crazy.
we're not condoning any kind of crime, but
No, I'm not condoning anything that he does, but I'm just saying look at the pearl of the comparison of both of them, though. You know, it's like you don't let them out, and they did this.
oh, but let me show you the bond amount, y'all. Y'all gonna be so like pissed about this.
What
Look at
is
the
it,
bond.
$5,000?
Hold on. Look at this bond, y'all. Oh, this is the hold on. That's not it. Hold on. That's the wrong file. My bad.
You got so many, Sylvia.
Man, I'm loaded with files. I be working and working, y'all. Working. Hold on a second. Let me just pull that one for you. Okay, look at this. Look at his bond. Look. $50,000, right? You got for felony murder, that's 12,500 bond. Felony murder, 12,500. Aggravated assault, 10,000. Burglary in the first degree, 5,000. False statement, 5,000. Violation of oath of all public officer, 5,000. So they got $50,000 bond. They only have to pay 10% of that. You see? And Judge Glanville is the one that gave him the bond.
So they unalived him and robbed him.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Okay.
When is the case due to start?
It's not started. It's on pause right now. They're not even doing anything. They're out on bond. They just signed
Oh,
the pause.
wow.
Let me show you. And you see what color he is? They're white. The two white guys. Hold on.
So they've been out since 2016, probably.
Yep. They've been out since 2016. They just indicted them in 2021. They just
It happened in 2016. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they never charged them at first, and then they finally, when Fannie Willis came in, she's the one pushed to get them get a indictment.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is sad.
But that's the case we're gonna be doing as well. So, guys, gear up. I'm gonna go line by line with that case.
That's definitely going to evoke a lot of emotion. I mean, look at the pictures you have. I can only imagine what the rest of the picture is going to look like.
Yeah, and I have the mom I'm gonna bring her here and we're gonna discuss it. Some of the stuff that she's gone through trying to get this thing done.
So, Sylvia, the feds didn't come in and make it a civil rights case?
Well, they did. There's another case that's coming up. I got the federal case as well. Let me show you guys.
Oh, okay, both of them gonna get them. Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
But they'll be, if they do go to jail, if they find them guilty and they go to jail, they'll be in protective custody. So it won't be like they'll be in the public with nobody.
But it doesn't matter. Public. You see, protective custody guy. What happened to the other guy? He got stabbed, didn't he, recently?
Derek Chauvin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did get shanked.
You know, those people get them.
They just turned my stomach.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
Yeah, you see, this is what I be talking about when I get up here and say something about Nesto. It's not that I'm for Nesto, I'm for rights. And so, how you gonna treat this dude like this, but then you're gonna treat them like that. And so it's the unequal justice in the criminal justice system is what I be upset about.
Mm-hmm.
He was shanked by another white guy that did that to him. Oh wow. That other guy? Okay, this is the paperwork. Oh, where is this one? Hold on. This is the paperwork that was done. This is the federal one. This is the federal case part here. It says opinion and order. It says this matter before the court of state of Georgia. It says motion to remand to state an alternative for evidentiary hearing pursuant to 42. So it went to the Northern District of Georgia first. Right?
Of Atlanta.
And so it's on the pause right now. Oh, what did I do? I just lost it. Oh, sorry, y'all.
Sylvia, is Judge Glanville, is that young judge?
No, that's the one that's on YSL case.
Oh, the one that's on him. Oh, okay. What? Oh, Lord. Hush.
It says here, defendants allege that after several unsuccessful attempts to convince Robinson to exit the apartment and surrender, and after hearing noises inside the apartment, the TFOs breached the front door and gave additional command to Robinson to surrender. Docket 1 at 4. Rather than surrender, defendant alleged that Robinson came down the stairs with a gun aimed at the TFOs. When Robinson ignored a command to drop his gun, the TFOs fired multiple shots. Robinson allegedly fired at least 2 shots at TFOs, but none of the TFOs were injured. Hutchison statement, docket 59-3 at 15:11. The shootout lasted 3 minutes. Hold on. Once the TFO determined that Robinson was unresponsive, they handcuffed him and sought medical attention. How you gonna handcuff him and he got 56 shots in his body? And then you handcuff him. He's dead. A legal standard. The criminal prosecution against the federal officer or any person acting under the direction of the federal officer brought in state court can be removed to a federal court pursuant to 28 USC 1442A1. Federal courts have allowed federal officer to remove criminal procedure commenced against them in state court for the last 2 centuries. So they're trying to move him to federal, right? The purpose for the described by the Supreme Court is not hard to discern, because the federal government can act through its officers and agents, and they must act within the state. If, when thus acting and within the scope of their authorities, those officers can be arrested and brought to trial in a state for alleged offense against the law of the state, yet warranted by the federal authorities they possess, and if the general government is powerless to interfere at once for their protection, if their protection must be left to the action of the state court. The operation of the general government may at any time be arrested at the will of one of its members. ID 406, quoting Tennessee versus Davis, and in the case number in that. To be clear, Section 1442A is a pure judicial statute seeking to do nothing more than grant this district court jurisdiction over cases in which the state officer is a defendant. Mesa versus California. Thus, the court is not tasked with deciding the merit of the federal officer claim on a motion to remand. The removal statute is in an incident of federal supremacy. One of its purpose was to provide federal forum for cases where federal officers must raise defense arising from their official duty. They gave another case here. The process of removing criminal procedure against a federal officer is outlined in 28 U.S.C. 1455. First, the defendant must file a notice to removal containing a short and plain statement of the grounds for removal. The notice of removal must be filed no later than 30 days after arraignment in the state court. U.S. 28 U.S.C. 1455. It is evidence in its face that removal is appropriate. The district court shall make an order for summary remand. When a district court decides not to summarily remand a case, it is required to hold evidential hearing to determine whether the removal is appropriate. 28 USC 1455. So I guess this is them trying to make a decision for them to take the case from down there to from state to federal.
Oh, okay.
But they can do both though, because in Chauvin's case, remember he got charged. He got
They did both, yeah.
They did both in his case, so they still can do both of them.
These two were both federal officers. The state does not dispute that the Hines is a federal officer. Rather, they argue that at the time of the shooting, Hines was not acting under the color of the federal authority, because this argument concerned the second prong of the test to determine federal officer removal. The court will discuss the argument in more detail in section of this order dedicated to section taken under color of federal office. Hutchins, though the state concedes Hutchins was a special deputy for U.S. Marshal, it argues that Hutchins was not a federal officer at the time of Robertson's shooting death because, one, he was a state officer with the Clayton County Sheriff Office. Two, he was executing a state arrest warrant issued for violation of state law. Three, most of the FERFTF, I don't know what that stands for, FERFTS officers were state officers. And four, the MOU between the Clayton County Sheriff Officer and the USMS purportedly state that state officers should not be considered agent of the USMS. Nevertheless, the court finds that Hutchinson was both a state and a federal officer at the time of Robertson's death. As discussed above, the Presidential Threatened Protection Act of 2000 required the Attorney General to create a regional fugitive task force to assist in local task force with apprehending fugitives. 34 USC 41, whatever the case is right there. Clayton County police officers and the USMS on USMS law enforcement officers assigned to the task force and are deputized as special deputies in U.S. Marshal and supervised by SERFTF Chief Inspector. And it says, see this, blah, blah. Hutchinson has been a special deputy of U.S. Marshal since 2014. Y'all want to see what they look like?
Sure.
Let's see. Let me show you.
Yes and no.
You don't want to see what they look like?
Yeah, I want to see them, but no, I really don't. But go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to show you what these guys look like.
Wow. I bet you they on suspended with pay, ain't they?
I think they are.
Yeah, I know they are.
Because that'll be a long time to be living without no income. Well, they probably could have went somewhere else by then, but still.
No, you can't go nowhere else if you got a pending case. Oh, well, yeah, they didn't have no pending case, so you're right. They could have went somewhere else. Because she said she just relaunched it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Hold on, y'all. Let's get it. Because Paul Howard was trying to do it, but they kept stopping him. I'm going to show you what they look like, y'all. Y'all want to see what they look like, y'all? Let me show y'all. There they go. Hold on. Commercial. Sorry. There they go. Y'all see them? Y'all
Right.
see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him. Look at him.
You hate to say it, but about what you might have thought they would look like.
Right.
They say after 5 years, Hines and Hutchin were both indicted by the grand jury on felony murder and aggravated assault, burglary, and making false statements and violation of the oath of officers
They
in
look
October
related.
21.
They probably is related.
Same head tilt and everything. Is the same. Yeah, they look like they're related.
Well, they the one who did it.
Mm.
Middle-aged guy.
They shot that dude that many times. But you see, Breonna Taylor guys coming back because they let him off and then they're coming back after him.
The
Remember
feds.
Yeah, remember Breonna Taylor? He didn't shoot him that many times. She shot her what, twice or something like that. His bullet hit her twice. But they were deadlocked, and the prosecution is redoing the case again.
But what about her? What about her dude though? Did they prosecute him too?
No, they dropped his charges against him. Remember?
Or they finally dropped his charges? Okay.
Yeah, they've been dropped this charge a long time ago.
Hmm.
I can't keep up. It was so many of them at one time, Sylvia. I really couldn't keep up.
Yeah, it was a lot of cases.
Yeah, I remember, when we had that other guy in office, it was like, fair target. We was just target practice for everybody.
Mm-hmm. But that is
Yeah.
it.
Well, yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, that killed my fire for the Sonya. I had some words to say about her. Now I want to be Ernest friend. But basically though, I hope they try them in Fulton County, and they'll definitely go down if they're in Fulton County.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to say about Sonya's just trying to do an apology tour for Nesto, because Nesto done told her he trying to get his woman back. And so she's trying to act like she's all innocent when she's slithering like a snake. And she's trying to play Nesto. She's trying to play us, and she's trying to play Nesto, because, like you say, you don't move another state away just because your friend, in quotes, is in jail and you're trying to help out, because you can help out in Florida. But I think she's trying to set herself up so if he do happen to get free, she'll be right there sitting, waiting, and available, so she could try to, get a ring put on her finger. But I don't think that's the way that Nesto is thinking. I think he's gonna try to get his wife back, because he's looking at those dollar signs that he's missing out on.
Mm. Yeah, commercial time. Hold on. We got a commercial. Hello. Money, so much money, so much money. Thank you, Aries One. Thank you for the Cash App. Aries One, thank you, darling. All right, so go ahead.
And also too, she's a paralegal, so Nesto say he wanna represent himself. I don't understand why they're not working on his deposition and
Y'all
working on
believe
his
her
case.
about being a paralegal? Y'all believe that too?
No, not really. But she say she a paralegal. And at the end of the day, if you such a paralegal, how come you not, if you gonna help out, then you need to go on to the library and start looking up some cases for him and start trying to help him out. Since you say you can't, she says she can't get him no lawyer. She can just help him put money on his books, but she can't afford a lawyer for him.
And you know how, Sylvia, you were talking a little earlier about, school and education and making you be a researcher and all that. That is pretty much what a paralegal does. She doesn't seem to have an
Right.
iota of interest in reading, period, let alone getting a bunch of papers together. Like, that stuff just in you when you've been used to doing it. And she said, I think she said she had been doing it for like 20 years or
But
something like that.
PW,
She said. Right,
PW, have you heard her say any legal word? She talked about
right.
this case and talked about this case, but she haven't said not one legal word, not even
Not
got a legal pad. And
right.
and at the end of the day, she's implicating herself into this spider web, and she's gonna find herself, maybe in an orange jumpsuit with him if she keep doing what she's doing, as far as
Mhm.
helping him breaking rules and stuff. And so, she better be careful because she might, find herself, in a spot that she don't want to be in.
Yeah. Look, y'all, listen to this. I'm reading these messages from these people in regard to, they because I was playing around and say I'm gonna play the calls for the judge, right? When Judge Manning come on.
Hmm.
And I've been getting like all kind of like I got a message saying it is unethical to play an audio when Ernest is talking about the judge. The judge is a human being and can rule against him because of derogatory statement. Sylvia, do not cross the line.
Hmm.
Really,
Interesting.
guys?
Ain't it
Interesting.
unethical for you to be talking about the judge?
Really, y'all? Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, do y'all think the judge is not hearing some of the stuff right now? Any
That's
of the
what
judges
I'm
not hearing
saying.
none of the stuff right now?
Right.
They put,
The
huh?
cops use social media like everybody else do.
Thank you. Thank you. You think that they just don't sit around and look at people's channels and stuff like that, see what's going on? And you think that,
Well, the
especially,
detectives already contacted you, Sylvia, so we know for a fact that they watching this stuff.
hello. Even remember, they forgot that private eye contacted me from watching the
Right,
channels.
right. And when you was snitching on everybody,
But I don't understand why these people. Social media is used for cases now. Don't
right.
you think judges? I mean, they're not on a jury, and that judge is definitely not. I mean, Judge Manning is not going to be the judge for the case. Majority of the time, but the pre-trial and prelim stuff like that, and giving bond, those are not usually the judges that take the case.
And Judge Manning been a judge for a long time. I'm sure she's heard worse.
She sure have. She's not gonna base it on that. Come on now.
Right.
She's gonna base it on that. And first of all, she is not going to be the one. They're gonna have a jury of his peers. They're not gonna even let the judge do the ruling. Most of the time, they don't let the judge do the ruling because the judge is one person, and it's easier to get 12 people not to agree than it is to have one judge. I would never just have a judge as my ruling thing.
Well, I tell you this much: if they try to use the R word with him, as far as is Rico, he's gonna tell it on everybody, and he's gonna take a plea deal. I don't even think we're gonna have no court case. I don't even think we're gonna get that far.
Yeah, you're gonna do the plea deal.
I
Yeah,
agree.
he ain't going to court.
Yeah, especially he's been in jail that long too. Oh yeah.
Like I said earlier, I said what I said. I think
Hey Vicky.
hey, hi,
Hey,
good
Vic.
evening, y'all. I
Hello.
think he's he's waiting to snitch again.
Mm-hmm.
He's waiting for them to come talk to him so he can tell again.
Yeah, because you heard what he said. They ain't even coming in to interview me.
Which is funny because they've tried to talk to Dion. They tried to talk to Shirley. They talked to Sheridan. We they've I don't know if they've talked to Erica, but they've talked to these three people already. They've talked to several of the complaining alleged victims, but they haven't talked. It's odd that they haven't talked to him yet.
Yeah,
They
I don't think that our person is gonna testify.
You don't think what's that?
I don't think that our person is gonna testify.
Mm. Well, I mean, I'm curious because I think he does want a deal now. I think he wants to kind of just eliminate her because he's been in there. It's gonna go on. It's gonna bounce around to about 2 years. I think he's looking at time serve. He wants to probably do time serve on some of this stuff, and he realizes that they're gonna drop a lot of it, which they probably will drop a lot of it, and then he's gonna tell on some of it. You
Tell on
know,
who? Tell on who?
I'll tell on Erica. Tell, tell on everybody. Tell. I'm Charleston White is not my favorite person. He has a saying. He's like, tell to get out of jail. Just tell.
And at
tell.
the end of the day, he couldn't even spell Global Connect, so he can just tell them
Oh,
Erica did all that paperwork
yeah.
down him.
I swear.
Woman Shirley couldn't even spell that.
I said that earlier. I do think he has some literacy issues. That where he's a romance guy. He's used to being charming, and he does the sweetheart romance, and he's a fast talker. So literacy is in like comprehending things and educational things to his benefit. He knows what people tell him. He knows those concepts. So if you explain to him how, let's say, how a contract works, he's going to think that's the same way for all contracts. How, or for how how a home loan works. If you give him like the basics of how a home, he's not going to go and research how this works. That's why when Sonia was breaking it down to him, you could do this, you could do that, you could write this, you could write here. No, I'm just gonna let the attorney do it. Well, if you're so frustrated and you're like at your wits end, why not start writing inmate communication forms to the judge or to the clerk of courts?
But
That's
we
what I.
don't know. We don't know if Erica flipped or not, though. She might have beat him to the
Oh,
punch.
I'm sure she did. If she got beat up, and if they found notary, did they say which address they found the notary stamps in? Was it 20? Was it
The
the
first one. The
okay?
one you originally went to, not their real house. It's the first one.
So if yeah, I'm I'm sure they're doing. I'm sure they got a lot of stuff on her, like handwriting and all that good stuff. If they've even
Mhm.
gone that far yet, I'm sure she's flipped.
Yeah,
Especially,
she's definitely the brains of the bunch. I can tell you that right now. She definitely did the paperwork for him.
I think they're both. See, I don't think he's not stupid. He's not stupid. He's just when it comes to book smart, he's not that part. He could be the muscle. He could be the
Once
hands on
again,
guy, huh?
once again, he could not spell Joe. He could not spell Global Connect. And
For Psalms, he couldn't spell for
Psalms, right?
Psalms.
he couldn't spell Psalm. So I beg to differ now. I'm sorry.
I think I agree with you. I said what I said because we're not trying.
I want he probably signed his name with an X.
I know.
An
I
X and
think
a witness.
Nesto knows what he knows. That's kind of how I like to say it. He knows
Yeah,
what he knows. He has
exactly.
he has like a set of things that he understands well, and he's typically used to repeating those
Yeah,
things.
yeah, and
I
that's what I
think he's.
was.
I think he's got street smart.
That's what I was trying to get at, because I have uncles and my grandpa and stuff. My grandpa, he's autistic, and like he's smart, and he knows what he knows.
Mhm.
He knows how to do his stuff. Like if you ask him to go put something together, he'll go put it together. But if you ask him to read something, he gets stuck. So it's just, and it's kind of like your upbringing too. He didn't have to read books. You know, he didn't have to read words. So he gets confused, and when I don't understand, I'm still baffled by the connect, like that
Right.
when
If
he's
you can't spell Global Connect, and Shirley, I don't know. I don't know if she went to college either because she can't hardly spell it either.
she knew what he was trying to say. She wasn't trying to embarrass the man totally. That's why
No,
she was
she
giving.
went to college. Shirley
Yeah,
went to college.
but she couldn't spell Global Connect.
We
If
all
you've
can't.
been around
Some
stuff like that
people
long
can
enough,
spell
they
it.
gonna
So we all
implement
ain't
you.
good at spelling. Come on now. Some people
It's.
don't know how to spell. We you
I
relying
think
on our phone.
she was trying not to embarrass her husband because he was only giving her a piece of a phone number too, and then he was
Right.
telling her he shut her down and said, "Well, that's what I got."
Right. Yeah, he didn't give it. She say, honey, that's not enough numbers.
That's what I got. And she shut up. Well, I'll try it.
She say, "You mean global connection?" I'm like, yeah. That's what I mean.
I be trying to
So
count how many yes, like to determine his mood. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
I think Nesto got a lot of street smarts, and he got his game down. His the way he's been, because everybody got a way that they function in life, you know, and so he's learned how to maneuver and function with his way of thinking and his way of life. And I just don't think reading and writing was a big part of that. I think
Oh,
he probably can memorize everything really well,
he's a
because if
hard.
you lacking in one thing, then you'll excel in something else. And so he probably got a great memory.
You notice he'll go out there, he'll wash car like all of them was washing cars, and when you heard Dion saying he was detailing cars to make some money.
Hmm.
Ernesto, he cleaned the house. Shirley wasn't cleaning nobody's house. Like he's a blue, technically he's a blue collar guy,
Right.
Yeah,
you
blue collar
know,
work. Yeah,
and he's not even though he wants to be presented as a like classy white collar guy, above everybody else. That's not really who he is. There's nothing wrong. I love blue collar men as long as you're on the up and up. He's always a go out and get it kind of guy. But if and he probably would have been very very successful with Shirley if he'd have just played it straight.
well, you just made me think about something, because a lot of times when people know that they don't have what they need to make it, the right tools of what you're supposed to have, they make you more determined to be rich and famous when you know you don't really have the tools to do it, the right way.
Well, he couldn't accept what he was able to do, and
Right.
everybody has a role to play. There has to be rich people, poor people, middle class people. I mean, if he was ever okay and satisfied with it, I mean, ultimately, even when he put his quote unquote uniforms together, well, not necessarily quote unquote, because he had uniforms, you still basically dressed your people and yourself up like a butler. Like
Right.
black and white is elegant, but even in how he did it, so it was almost like a caricature of how he feels like elegance
What he thought
really
rich
is.
people look like, what he thought money looked like.
Right.
What he
And even
thought
what
money
that
looked
stuff
like. Yeah.
said a while back, he said when he was preaching to Sonya, you know that Bible? I don't read that. God done
Right.
sent people to tell me what's in it. Well, how are you basing your entire religion and your way of life off of feeling like God just brought you, I guess, modern day prophets just to tell you the parts of the Bible you really need to know? And he was comfortable with that. Nobody would have ever
Right.
admitted that
Right.
with, any real sense.
That's how he got fooled by the attorneys, because the attorneys just come through and say, "Yeah, man, I can get you off on this case."
Right. That's
Instead of
true.
researching the attorney and like he let that's how he's getting so goofy by Sonya, because Sonya, he
Well,
thinks that
I wonder, is he gonna let Coach take over the case then? Because if he gonna represent himself, how's he gonna represent himself when he's not gonna be able to read case law?
well
Allegedly.
she gonna get it all for him, don't you know?
I
Yeah,
would.
that's what I say. He gonna have Coach doing all the paperwork for him, I guess.
Right, because at every level, he's always, and I think somebody else said this, so I'm not going to take full credit for it, but I agree with it. At every level, he's had some woman that he rode the coattails of. He's never fully done it by himself. He's always had somebody. So, to a certain extent, and I don't know what percentage I would give it at this point, but Nesto, I believe Erica was allowed to manipulate him in some ways. She probably did put his names on stuff that he legitimately has no clue about because she already knew how he was. And considering how long they've known each other, yeah, he trusted her. Probably trusted her more than Shirley to sign his name on something.
Remember, she's worked for him for 20 years. Remember?
Right, right.
Who, Erica?
Uh huh.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So it is
And she
some
better
things
go. She better go start
probably
singing
I
first
just
then.
don't know about because he probably doesn't actually know about, but he's gonna have a hard time proving because Erica done sold up her end of it the way it could look like that was at his beckoning.
Hmm.
Mm.
Sound like Erica done played him. um And she got, but you got, when you get in that situation, I, I have two ways of looking at it. If you're gonna do the crime, do the time. Just deal with it. And another way to deal with it is if you can't do the time, tell, tell everything. tell, don't let
Which
them find out nothing.
Like he need to tell who he brought that laptop from, because Erica didn't have nothing to do with that. So, um,
We don't know
if
that.
I'm not mistaken, what's her name? Sonya had mentioned, because all along she's been saying one picture, but then I think she slipped up one time and said something about a video.
There's several pictures, 34 pictures.
Right, right.
and police didn't
Huh? What happened? No, we lost her. But look, y'all, if they go and dig and find that computer did not belong to them, then that person who owned it before probably gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, if it definitely traces back to, some type of prior ownership.
Yeah, when you buy a computer, when you buy a laptop, you register it. You register all the software and everything,
Hmm.
Yeah,
to an
yeah.
email address. They can see the date and everything. So, and they can see all the downloads, what date it was downloaded, when it was connected to the internet, all that stuff. They're not. These people aren't stupid, so they can see. And
Maybe,
unless,
maybe that's why it's taking so long because they're probably seeing stuff and like, oh, it's not matching.
yeah, I mean, and they have to get they could be behind on that, the forensic analysts and stuff too. They may have a shortage on that. Who knows? But um they're trying to get him on something. They holding they're not just not holding him for a reason. They're picking and choose. They are picking. I agree. It's not fair for him just to be sitting there. He would have had, I think he really honestly would have had the money to get out, and he would have bonded out had they played things straight. And even with him being with a higher, I won't say she's high profile, but higher profile wife, he could have probably been out by now. And I don't think, and I'm not blaming Sheridan either, because all Sheridan probably went down there and told him was like, I don't have anything to do with this.
But listen, okay, I'm just doing a comparison for what I just read. The guy that those police officers shot that guy that many times. This man here has not killed anybody.
Right.
Mm.
Exactly. I mean, the crimes he's accused of are truly irreprehensible. It he technically he deserves to be like let out. I haven't, I know y'all said it does happen. I have not seen many cases where in our case they've just held them with no bond, and they haven't done a DNA or anything like that.
There's no
Yeah,
rape kit, no rape kit, none of that.
exactly. And it's 2 years old. I mean, or 2 or 3. I think it was a couple years old, or at least a year
Yeah, they
old.
were together for 2 years.
Right. So it to
And
me.
and from what I've been, let me shut up. Let me shut up. I was about to tell y'all something, but I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason why I want to shut up because I know that these people are watching these channels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
I
I
don't
can
think
go,
he.
I can do a back behind this like private screening type of stuff and let you guys know what I know.
Okay, yeah, do that. Yeah, I don't think that it's. No, I'm always I've told you guys about my background. And my childhood was full of SA, and I believe that whenever someone says that they're a victim, I believe them first. But this came, there really there isn't much evidence. It's unless they found like this blood contract that she signed or whatever. You don't know if that's something that they agreed to.
Like you gave her a copy.
Yeah, right. I mean, but you don't know if that's something that they agreed to. You don't know what people are into. People are into some
Weird
weird stuff.
stuff. Weird
Yeah.
stuff. Yup.
So some people, even like, I, I can't put it past anybody, because sometimes people jump out the window, surprise you. See, yeah, girl, I practice black magic. What? Okay. Well, I don't think I could be your friend,
Exactly.
but
Yeah.
I'll say hi to you.
Well, yeah, it's not. It's that CP is gonna probably be, if it is proven to be his, and it's not that many ways. I think the general public accepts the fact that the trail that you lead digitally, it's hard to lie about that
Yeah.
with somebody to frame you for that. So whatever they find is what they find, and it definitely found it in his possession. And like people have said several times, he's done already put it in his possession as ownership of his. So
Well, yeah.
But
he
they,
done did some of the work.
they are gonna go and do a research of see if that computer was owned by somebody else originally.
Right.
But
And if those pictures was put on there during that time before he purchased it, they're gonna find that out too.
so maybe I missed it. Maybe you said it. Did they in the documents that you went over again? Did you see where they said they found the images at?
It says here, let me go back because you know me, I've been studying this thing here. It says here, hold on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Seal. That's what we call my grandma.
No, that's what everybody call me, Sil. They call me Sil. Okay, let's see. I got, I put tabs on these things now.
I figured you did. I'm just watching. I'm imaging you. I'm like, I know she got tabs on there. She
I
got them
sure
color
do
coded.
highlights and all that kind of stuff on it now. Because I be reading this, I'm like, okay, let's pick this out here. It says here that it says this is the police officer whose name is Sakura. Personally came M. Sakura, who on oath says that to the best of his/her knowledge and belief, Ernest Lovert Williams, hereinafter called the accused, between 7/7/02/22 and at 12 a.m., which I think that's a lie because he was in jail, at 12 a.m. and at 1/11/2023 at 1 p.m. at 3095 Peace Street, which he was not there. So I don't understand why they put that there. Peace Street Road, Northeast Atlanta in Fulton County, aforesaid did commit the offense of child P, possession in material of which depicted a minor or portion of minor's body, felony 16-12 100B1 B3, I'm sorry, B3, in possession of material which depicted. See that part, y'all. Now I understand what she was talking about because they put it as if the date that while he was in jail is when he put it on, he had it on there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But let me finish reading. It says here, it says, accused was in possession of a device that contained multiple image containing juvenile in a variety of sexual explicit situation. A total of 34 images were identified as involving juvenile and suspected sexual explicit acts and or content. 4 of those images clearly depicted juveniles under the age of 18 engaged in sexual explicit acts and or featuring lascivious display of genitalia. This charge is in reference to image number 2 described in the probable cause section depicting a juvenile female receiving oral sex from an animal, saying that this deponent makes this affidavit and a warrant may be issued for his or her arrest.
Hmm.
And I Sonya is just messing things up because it doesn't say computer. It just says device. That
It says
could be his
device.
phone. That
It
could be a
says,
hard drive.
it says device. It doesn't say computer.
She said it was a computer.
Yep.
And that's because he done probably said something to her. And that's, see, that's, I want to advocate just because of the justice system. Like, I feel like they kind of jerking him around. But when that, they telling on themselves.
Because maybe that's the only thing he knew he had purchased was
They,
that computer.
they took his phone too.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the only thing he knew he purchased. I mean, okay, say you know that it's not on your phone, right?
Right?
You decide and you saying, "Hey, I bought this computer. So I didn't have any of that stuff on my phone. So the only way it possibly could be on there if I don't know it had to be in that computer."
Mm-hmm.
Right. One person said, like they said it, they said computer, and then they at one point in time they said phone. And like I said, I know she said video not too long ago somewhere.
She
So
just be
I don't
talking
know
too much.
what in the world is going on here. But I definitely would not. I would even. I don't know why she even
He know
put
what
her
he
mouth on
probably
that.
knew it was in there when he looked at computer and he saw it in there.
Well, that's what it's all. That's what it's all. Basically sounding like.
But we all, as an American citizen, you have an obligation. When you see stuff like that, you have a obligation, a legal obligation. If you suspect something is,
That's true.
You're
you
supposed to report it.
you
Yeah,
have to report it.
yeah,
I
that's
mean, that's just the law. If I mean, I can, if you are an adult, you have an obligation to report it. There, because they don't, you don't get any second chances, because if they can track your computer, they're already tracking us anyway. But if they can track your computer and see that you are accessing these images or video or whatever it is, and they see that you've accessed it 2 3 times, and you bought it off somebody, but they know you didn't download it, but you looking at it, and they come and they search you, you don't get any leeway from that, because you kept it. You didn't delete it. You didn't send it to the FBI like you should have.
And
Because
remember Google Maps started putting location on everything also.
they did. Google is tracking us more than the government is.
And then Sonya trying to clean it up. She's talking about, well, anyone can shave. Women shave down there now,
That
and
was the
so I'm
party.
I'm 98 pounds and I'm 42, so I may look like a kid to them too. No, no, ma'am. They said they saw the kids. They said
I
they saw them,
I was looking at her body, and I was looking at her little tummy. Now she looks good, but her tummy, you could tell like she's a little bit older.
and her hands too.
Yeah, you could tell she's a little bit older. Again, she looks good. She's 55. Okay, she's midway to 60. It's fine. She looks good. But you could tell she's older. So no, nobody's gonna mistake your little body for, now your shape. Sure, they may squint their eyes and, okay, she's a 16-year-old, but not like that, sweetie. No,
In
that
her mind, because I mean, every other, I don't know how many times on the phone she's been saying, someone asked me how old I am, and then they don't believe how old I am. I mean, just because she's so caught up in how she looks, how she feels like she looks, it reminds me of that book I read in probably elementary or middle school, that Tuck Everlasting, with that fountain of youth and that whole family. Somebody found it. Like she acts like she's stuck there. Like nobody could ever guess her age.
she is.
Yeah, that's not how that works. They have professionals that she obviously, even if she was an actual paralegal, should know. Like you should know all these different type of professionals that lawyers have to get to defend cases, regardless whether you ever been, whether or not that's probably your. Cause especially if you like a family court lawyer, you definitely got all kind of professionals that you have to hire for certain things. But who's to say what she was doing? Accidents, something, who knows? But
They have they have software now where, because a lot, there's, of course, there's units in the FBI that watch, have to watch hours of online, CP and stuff. So
right.
they have software now where they can, they're looking for tattoos, looking for identifying factors. They can look at the size of the hands.
All
Size of the
they have to
fingers.
do, all they have to do, Vic, is get a physician, and he can tell them what size a kid is, and what size a grown woman is.
Yeah, but I mean the software that they use, they're using to watch all this stuff. They're they're looking at that. So I just think that she was talking too much.
That's what I'm saying. She implicating herself in some stuff that she don't have no business.
Right.
She's number one, she's hurt the guy's case, and number two, she may be possibly allegedly implicating herself in this.
Because
She's
you
implicated
know
herself.
That Jared, the subway guy, and that lady who actively, I don't know if y'all seen that documentary, but the lady who he was trying to date or call himself dating, and even though she was purposely trying to set him up to talk about that kind of stuff, like she darn near got herself locked up, even though she tried to bring the police in and warn and say, "Hey, this guy's doing this," but nobody believed her. But you know, Sonya, even though she probably is not on any actual but prior to this, as far as being in cahoots with him with any of this stuff, but yeah, you could very easily thinking you helping, but they don't care. You've been in too much conversation with this man about this topic.
Right. Well, my little cousin was unalived, and I had another cousin that was on Facebook, and she was running them down. And do you know the detective contacted her and asked her, did she know where the guy was at that unalived my cousin, because he was on the run, and my cousin was making statements about, y'all know where he, do anybody know where he at? And she just kept posting, we looking for him, and the police department actually contacted her and asked her, well, you making a lot of posts on this. Do you know where he at? Because it sounds like you know where he at. And so I said that to say this. Sometimes you don't need to be talking too much. And
Right.
I didn't really listen to the live other than the part that, we heard on the other channel. But did anybody ask her what type of lawyer that she worked for? Like, was he a injury lawyer, a criminal lawyer, or what kind of lawyer did she say she worked for?
I thought I heard family law. I could be wrong, but I thought maybe I'm making it up in my head. I thought I heard family law.
I don't know because I'm with you. I said what I said. That's about all I heard.
But she seems to have been a Jill of all trades, because she also said that she was like a house mother for dancers, and the bookkeeper for the dance clubs, and
Right.
I,
And she
I
gonna open up restaurants, and she gonna sell real estate, and she gonna buy some land, and like you said, she a jack of all trades and master of none.
why she can't pay for his attorney fees then?
Say she can't afford it.
The same reason why she would have a practical stranger in a live, but somebody who always constantly declares, I second guess everything, I don't trust nobody. That was real quick. It's like the first person that'll talk to you and be okay with your bull crap, and you want to put them on your live, and the longest one you've done. So yeah, yeah, Sonya just talk a good talk, but hey.
Well, I think they linked up because they both were unhappy with their Tasha K experience. So
Well,
I
that
think
part is true, but you don't come into my personal space. Maybe I'll have you, the little side by side, how Sylvia doing us now. Yeah. You just come on my live, but you don't actually sit next to me.
Mhm. Keisha,
Well,
I'm gonna read what Keisha just said. Keisha said somebody driving a Bentley is not paying for a used computer. Please stop. She does not look any better than Shirley. Keep saying she looks better. She looks good. So what?
right. Well, remember when Nesto and Shirley was on the call, Nesto told Shirley, well, they got my computer, they got all my things. And so he was making a big deal out of the police getting his computer. And remember, he said, all my records is on that computer. Everything I do, all my records, everything is on that computer.
it's bad. It's bad.
If he knew the type of person he was buying it from, who's to say? They still share stuff. I ain't saying that it probably was actually used per se, but worst case scenario, yeah, it probably was. But that still doesn't mean that he didn't actually get it like that with that intent with some stuff already loaded up.
Well, just
Or
knowing
for that.
this though, I'm inclined to believe that he probably got that. I mean, I'm not saying that those are not his docs, his pictures, but knowing him, he probably got that computer from from somebody and possibly put those pictures on there. I don't really know, allegedly, in my opinion, but I just don't see him buying much or nothing.
No, I think he got
He
the
got
computer.
he might got a booster out there said buying
Yep.
Right, right, yeah, because I don't see him going to the store purchasing anything.
computer. Nah, I don't think so either.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah,
Sheridan's fault. I can say that.
huh?
I
No,
said it wasn't Sheridan's fault. I can say that.
it wasn't Sheridan's fault, and I want Sonya to stop talking about Sheridan. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Stop
Yeah,
talking
because
about
she
that
wouldn't want
girl.
nobody talking about her daughter like that.
That's true.
Well, she got mad because Nyla put her sister and her brothers and her mother out there, and then she was well she didn't even have my mother's real name out there. Nyla said, "Well, I was being discreet. I
Right.
purposely didn't put your mother's real name out there." She's so her and Nesta they're a match made in heaven. If he gets out and he girl, ugh.
But he seemed like he got a certain type though. He seemed like he purposely target women that has how can I say this in a nice way? Uh
Issues with their family are the
well, I
That's
wouldn't
one
say
of it.
issues with their family, but maybe issues with themselves that don't have that much of self esteem or don't know their value.
But
It seemed
outwardly,
like
they got it
yeah,
together.
it seemed like he tries to prey on those type of women, and a lot of them, most of his wives was older than him. So it's a certain type of group of people that he tried to target, in my opinion.
Right. And that still is no dummy. It's different between being a dummy and illiterate. We just
Right.
saying not feel like he's illiterate. And there's a lot of stuff that he doesn't know. He keeps talking about strange wife. Who doesn't know estranged? I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
saying.
it's a lot of people that have a lot of street smarts
Right.
and they know how to make it. Like I said, they know how to maneuver. It's a lot of people that can't read, but they still can function in a certain way, and that's the way I see him. He know what he know, and he don't know what he don't know.
That's funny.
Look what they said about me. Why is Miss Sylvia dressed like
Duke Junior.
she's so wrong.
you wrong for that, Leah?
And that's how you went into that store today, Miss
Hey,
Sylvia.
I was on a mission, y'all. Dun 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 dun. That's Mission Impossible clothing. Dun, 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 dun.
Sylvia, I'm dressed the same
That's
way.
before y'all time, y'all. Before y'all time. Mission Impossible. Y'all know.
Not my time. I know exactly who you talking about.
Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Nakia.
Mm-mm.
Hey everybody.
Hi,
Hey,
Nakia.
Um, did y'all see where we started asking about the toys and stuff that was in the car, in the truck, and how she act like she didn't know anything about it?
I don't believe nothing that girl says. I don't believe nothing she says, y'all.
Me
Right.
neither, but she couldn't explain that because you know how she was trying to explain away all the essay and the grape and all of that. So that's when we start bringing up, okay, what about this? What about the stuff?
oh, I
And
see.
she's like, what? Yeah. What about the stuff? Because if you have a zippered mask, two dildos, and some liquid V, you ain't going to a daggone birthday party.
Nakia done broke it all the way down.
Right. She did mention the Viagra. She did say something about
Mhm.
I don't
What
remember
she
what
say
she
about
said.
it? What she say about it? Because you know I haven't listened.
She said she didn't know nothing about that. But that was the funny thing. Like, if all this is in there, who would be riding around with it?
But Nakia, I thought she said he was the first person that used toys on her
On
on the
her, but
car.
she didn't know about it being in the truck when they picked him up.
Oh, okay.
And
But
no,
you know about
Yes.
that black bag because she said that that was the first time somebody used some toys on her.
Hmm. But
Oh,
she
what
act
did
like
you
she didn't
say?
know about it being in that truck when they stopped him and took him in. Now that's the crazy part. Like if you just riding around and you supposed to be working, doing business, you doing business all right. I don't think we want no parts of it, but and you don't think we gonna find that quite questionable? Your business practices. That's why you like to deal with women.
Women's.
You
Yeah,
can't be right. You're
women.
supposed to be riding around with that black bag, Nakia, while you working.
Well,
Look.
he finished taking care of some business. That's why.
You think
Mhm.
this man going to the gym that he carrying his gym bag would never think to look in there and find what you was gonna find. He going to work out all right.
y'all think about it. He
Mhm.
probably didn't clean those things either.
Nah, he don't keep.
No.
No.
I
He'll
don't
keep.
think so. Not riding around with it in the bag like that.
They just
But
put in the
that's how they
basket.
gonna get him. They gonna have his DNA on them. They gonna have everybody's DNA on that black bag.
What a nasty mixture,
Material.
y'all. Oh, ew.
Yeah. You know they
Oh,
don't send it to the lab for forensic science. You know that, right? To see what's on there.
I
Oh
hope
yeah.
so.
Nesto believes in transporting as many types of services as he can. He'll bring your barbershop to you and whatever else he need to bring to you. He'll pack it up and bring it.
Like the dildo and the liquid Viagra.
Mm.
Y'all right
Well, do
about
y'all
that
think it's
because he
his? Do
tried to
y'all think
do
it's his
everything.
liquid? Do y'all think it's his LV or is he selling it or what he doing with it? He using it or selling
I
it?
think it's his.
You think it's his?
Because look at that thing. When we lived throughout the case, I think didn't we figure out he was messing around about three different women,
Minimally.
including Sonya?
According to
Yeah.
Sonya, yes, she told him. She told on him on everything.
No, it was more than three. Remember the
Yeah,
other
it was more than three.
find
I
out?
think it was somewhere like that, somewhere in that vicinity. But he was doing something getting it in because he ain't leaving that for Shirley to do.
Well,
It's
you heard what
He
she
said
said.
they
You know
claim that
they
with the
told.
wife he had have.
She claimed. Look, y'all. She claimed she don't talk about Shirley. She claimed that she don't know nothing about Shirley, right? But why did she make that statement that some women who don't do that stuff? They just like being married. So what are you saying about Shirley?
Okay,
Right.
that's what he told you.
I think she
And if
looks
they do
jealous.
have a
Mhm.
marriage for convenience, that's none of your business, ma'am. What they got going on.
That's
You know,
true.
she said this is his friend, but I don't know no friend that tell me all their business like that. And I got God friends, but they don't get all off into those type of details
No, they
about
would
their
never.
lives.
Look, I have that guy that I went to go see today. I've known him since sixth grade. Me and him have never talked about stuff like this. Never.
Right.
Especially no married man saying that to his single female friend.
Right.
Right. But like I said, she just trying to clean everything up because Nesto done told her to go on an apology tour because he gonna try to get his wife back, and she trying to play like she trying to help him get him back, but on the cool, she trying to get him because she think he gonna provide her everything he provide. She think he gonna get out there and hustle for her like he did Shirley.
Yeah, I think what she did was in the beginning, you know how she was catching feelings. She was like, in the beginning, I was catching feelings and all of this, but then I realized, like, what am I doing? This is the married man. And I'm like, okay, you realize that he really won't gonna leave Shirley for you. That's
Right.
what
Hmm.
you realize. So you
Right.
decide you will step back into your role.
And possibly on the cool trying to do a little sabotaging, in my
Mhm.
opinion.
I
Yeah,
believe so
definitely.
too.
I agree with that too. Definitely trying to
Right.
sabotage
Cut
you.
the food on the way out.
Act
Yeah,
like
if I can't have you, she can't either.
Cause she was talking junk about the fact that Shirley had stopped, dealing with him and checking on him and this, that, and the third. So she felt some type of way about that.
Hmm.
Hmm. But I don't blame his family now if that is true, because again, you can't trust really what she say, but that Now
Oh,
the relatives don't want to talk to him because that's embarrassing. Everybody heard y'all basically cover whoever he had on the phone on them three ways with Sonya. Like that's some dirty, grimy stuff. So yeah, they have to save face too because oh, you cool with talking to your daddy mistress on the phone and
Yeah,
then
Dre didn't want to talk
talking
to her.
about a stepmama?
Yeah, Dre didn't want to talk to her. But at the end of the day, this chick, she give me that vibe. If I can't have him, then she can't either. And I'd rather see him go down than to be with her.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like somebody said, they're the same person. They're the same person.
Oh that's what I say. They birds of a feather that flock together.
Who, her and
Yeah,
Nestor?
so yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
Because they're not really capable. She's barely capable of tending to her grandchild. What the heck she care about loyalty like that to Nesto for any long term? Like her motives gonna shift and change just like his did.
y'all, I think what y'all think? I'm thinking along the lines, like I'm thinking he's wearing Shirley sort of like a beard, like a distinguished beard. She's to give him a certain look, to make him look a certain way. But low key, Sonya is what he's feeling.
I don't know about her.
Mm,
Mm-mm,
I don't think he
mm,
likes
I
Sonya
don't
like
think he's.
that.
Me neither. I don't think so.
mm-mm. Cause
I
think about it. He took those other people money to buy Shirley stuff.
Yep.
now that's true.
He did. He everything he did, and I think he did that because he presented himself a certain way, right? Like he had it really going on, and so I think he wanted to keep that facade up, like baby, I got you, and I am this rich. Like I said, he don't know how to dot the i's and cross the t's to be a real rich person. So he's faking the funk. He's faking like he's a real rich person, and he had to rob Peter to pay Paul to try to keep up that lifestyle with him and Shirley.
Yeah, he was running himself in his own Ponzi scheme. Because it's one thing to get wealth, the fact that he couldn't keep it. I mean, all that robbing he been doing over these
Well, you
years,
gotta pay
you
for
think
things,
he had
so
something to show for it.
but you gotta pay for stuff.
You do, you do.
Yeah. And son, you need to go back to school and learn how to be a side chick because she don't have a clue on how to be a side chick.
Sonya don't fit his aesthetic, so she was never supposed to be the front lady. I don't care. She was gonna be
She
the
will
side
if she gets the
person that he
money.
forever
She get
call a
that
friend, like he
she get
did
that
with
lawsuit
Shirley.
money. She get that lawsuit money. She'll fit the bill.
I'm out. I don't think he could take like Shirley don't talk like that. Like I don't, it's just a lot. It would have still been temporary. She does not compared to the women that we have known him to date. She is definitely not the. It's a lot about her. I don't think he want to date
Yeah.
himself. He would counsel each other out.
Yeah, I think he like her hustler mentality. The fact that she had to struggle a little bit and get out here and get it like he did.
Yeah.
I just think he just wanted her on the team. That's all. I don't think it was nothing.
I
To
think
me, he
with
don't act like he care about nobody but himself. Personally, to
or
me,
yeah, that's true. He don't care about anybody but himself. But I think with Shirley, he likes the one to be the one to be like her knight in shining armor. Makes him feel like a man. And
mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
Sonya Sonya
Like
is
this,
too masculine for him.
Right. That's it. She don't need him. She forever trying to still. Now Shirley do kind of say certain things to Nesto that obviously gets under his skin when she correct him about stuff. But Shirley isn't constantly trying to give him information about all kind of stuff that he ain't even asked for.
Right.
right?
Exactly. Shirley has a feminine quality that he finds attractive. He's just he has it seems like he has a need to still just go out and be deviant, and Shirley doesn't fit that. Shirley is she tries to handle herself like a lady, and keeps her business quiet and doesn't want to talk about a lot of things in the public. Um, and that's boring to a certain extent, but it's stable. So surely it's his stability, which
Right.
is what he needs that, but he also needs to feed that desire of just being a bad boy, and that's
Now
what.
Shirley had them contacts that he was trying to get. I think Shirley is the gateway to more money that he thought he was gonna make off of her. off of her circle, off of the people that she interacts with, and the people that because Shirley know a lot of famous people, and I really feel like that's what he was trying to weasel his way to, is to to pitch a business offer to all the people that she know, and
Yeah, he
possibly.
had such a way that I think Shirley had a way that she idealized Nesto, and he had a way he idealized her. But had he played it right, yeah, it was a lot of things Shirley didn't know as far as how to help him maneuver through the criminal system. But you
Right,
can't tell me she didn't have the connections to get to the people to
right,
that does know the information, but he has such a need to be in control. If Shirley say, "Yeah, they working on this for me," he wasn't gonna like that. He need to talk to the person. He got to be the person saying this and this and that. So he would have never let that just like move how it needed to move. So yeah, Sonya fits the bill, but yeah, he still had both in Shirley. What
Well,
I
what
was
I'm saying is
saying,
Shirley got
definitely
what I was
fine.
saying is Shirley got the connections, because
Yeah,
Shirley know a lot of famous
right,
people. So I felt
right.
like he was gonna try to prey on, them
Hey
people that
guys,
Shirley know.
can y'all talk one at a time because people have a hard time hearing everybody at the same time.
Mhm.
Go ahead. I said what I said.
Yeah. Oh, I was the one that was interrupting Nakia, so let her finish. But I was just saying that I just feel like he was gonna just try to prey on, because Shirley do a lot of people and she do a lot of shows, and she travels a lot. And she know a lot of rich and famous people, and I feel like he was gonna try to use, the people that she's around to try to prey on people is what I felt like he was trying to do, and just ran out of time.
Mm-hmm. Nakia, you want was it you talking about PW? Was it which one?
No, that wasn't me.
That was
Oh, okay.
PW.
Yeah, but don't no. She I said what I said. Pretty much, finished my point that I was making. That the connections overall to me was what he felt like. I said what I said. That he ran out of time as far as when he was on the outside. So he didn't actually. He failed to look at it in a different way when he was on the inside. But like I said, I just think it's his overall need to control instead
Mhm.
of he wouldn't have let Shirley. He just didn't trust her to do that. And it's not that she couldn't have, but if Shirley said, "Yeah, I talked to so and so," if it's a more famous person, no, they're not going to be calling Nesto on no jail calls, coordinating stuff with them. He just would have had to trust Shirley that that person was going to do what they said they was going to do.
Mhm.
So it would have been too many middle people that Nesto just wouldn't have had access to. So he fixed it to where he could at least feel like he could have more control. So yeah, science still seemed like the better fit in that way. But no, he really still messed that up to me. He dropped the ball on that one.
Yes, because I think what he did was he trusted her to be his mouthpiece so much that he realized he overdid it.
Mm.
Mm,
I
wow.
concur. He got in his own way.
Mhm. We'll see where this goes.
When he
Yeah.
kept saying them other folks can't do that, the other folks, she know how to talk to these people, she know how to talk to them people. He shot himself in the foot because she cussed out two lawyers to the point where one, it sounded like one kind of backed off and he was willing to give Shirley a refund of her money. At least he had some integrity. And Craig Lewis, he just don't even want to deal with her. He was telling Shirley all the tea.
But Krell is still his lawyer, though, ain't
I
Yeah.
don't. The judge hasn't excused him yet because they got. I think he requested to be removed from the case, but
No,
the
he got removed from two cases, and the other three cases. The other four he's still on.
that's and when she said $90,000 for that's what I wonder if that's what Crail is requesting $90,000 to. I wonder if he just giving them an amount so egregious that he knows that he'll be dropped.
Mm.
Was Sylvia, is the judge making Krell stay on the cases?
He didn't ask her to get off those cases.
Oh, he didn't ask to get off. Okay.
The one he asked for is what he got.
Mhm.
And still CP class things. Remember CP in the R.
Mhm. Yeah.
But did she say it was Crail that was asking for 90,000?
Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness. What is he doing? Like, what you need 90,000 for? Give me some. Like, what did you already do? What was the 30,000 that I gave, or whatever amount she? Because he's already been paid tens of thousands, and Nesto said he didn't even upgrade his office. So what is he doing with my money? That's what I want to know.
Hmm.
But how is he gonna still represent the case if they not continue to pay him and let did Shirley pay him all for her?
She paid him for what apparently he requested up front, and now Sonya's saying that he wants 90,000 more. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, what does he need 90,000 for? I understand with his bulk of cases, he needs a defense team, but it seems like he's not the attorney because
But,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
but what I'm saying is, how's that gonna work out though? If Shirley not paying him no more, right?
Well, that's why you said they on the apology tour. They're trying to make things right. So Shirley, come on back. Can you pay this man, please?
Yeah, I don't see how that's gonna work out though. If he ain't getting no more money and he's still representing him, I don't see how he gonna be able to represent him,
Well,
throughout the case.
eventually, they can they can, if they're not getting paid and they're doing work, they can request for the judge to remove them, which sounds like where it's going. But that's why he was copping pleas to Dre. What was that, November 1st?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was, and Dre knew Dre knew what that was from the get go. That's why Dre was just silent and just listening. Like, what is he asking me? Like, just go ahead and ask me.
But now I'm confused because if you got a public defender, you have Creel, but you ask the judge, can you represent yourself? So what that mean? How all that work out?
I think this is what makes Nesto case so interesting because I've never even thought about it. If I, as a lawyer, if I was a lawyer, I'm not, but if I was a lawyer and I'm going in for this theft by deception, and as Nesto said, they stagnated his cases, then it starts getting into, I mean, the crimes he's alleged to have committed cover a pretty big spectrum, except the M word. So it's almost like, how can one lawyer possibly be an expert in all those areas? So yeah, you would probably have to request to get off something because you're handling different things that and I'm getting sleepy, but different things that
Too.
different area of expertise are needed. When you talk about financial crimes, that could be a whole you know, sector on its own. I don't need to do family and stuff like that. So you got financial crimes, you got stuff that could possibly, like they said when they started throwing the RICO word around and all this other stuff. So I don't know what any normal person would do. You probably would need about 3, 4, 5 lawyers.
Yeah,
Well,
especially this type of case, sis.
Yeah. Well,
But guys,
I'm gonna get ready to go, guys, because
oh, I
I
gotta
was
go to
wondering
bed.
why my eyes was getting tight, but I didn't know it was this late.
Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock, y'all. We didn't even know. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Yeah,
Who wants to lead me in prayer tonight? PW, you want to lead us in prayer?
I sure will, Miss Vivian.
Thank you so much, my dear.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, we come before you now, Father. We ask that you continue to bless Miss Infamous Sylvia's platform, Father. Thank you, Lord, that you lead and guide her and protect her on the highways and on the byways and inside these courtrooms. So, God, that she may continue to bring us all the reporting that is ethical and from a great point of view, Lord, that is well received by your people, Lord. And we just thank you for her stamina and her heart, Father God, most of all, because we feel that. And Lord, we just thank you for everyone who participated in the live on this evening. And we just pray that, Lord, that you continue to bless us throughout the rest of this week until we meet again. Amen.
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 Amen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you,
good night.
everybody, for being in this chat. Thank you
You're
for
welcome. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. And thank you for those who have sown and super chat as well as Cash App. Guys, that is much appreciated. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for sharing the channel and for everything. I'll see you guys in the morning. God bless. Love y'all.
All
Bye.
right, good night, Sylvia.
Bye
Good night,
bye.
guys.
Night.
Night.
Here's our music, guys.